Hello, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helpful Goat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I try to kill my friends. I'm Andrew Gilbert, the benevolent dictator of Helpful Goat Gaming, but tonight, I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master. And I'm not alone. With me, as always, is the unbenevolent dictator of Helpful Goat, Galway, playing the Tiefling sorcerer Charity.
Hey, everybody.
Adam, playing the Halfling rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hi, everyone.
Lena, playing the Goliath barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi.
And Darcy, playing the Tiefling cleric Akari.
Hi, bitches!
Lovely.
Oh, whoa. You switched your audio again.
Yeah, she pulled that out in order to say what's up, bitches. I love it. All right, well, welcome to season 2 in our storyline, the Fates of Ryn. If you are all caught up on the podcasts, this is a ways away from the podcasts, so spoiler warning. And if you're just here to listen to a fun game played on Twitch, welcome. We really thoroughly appreciate it. And we are publishing our adventures in podcast form, and you can find those most anywhere you get podcasts. I like Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes myself. But whatever you like is always good. And we are affiliate, which means that you are able to cheer and subscribe to us on Twitch. And as a reminder, anyone who has Amazon Prime, you're able to subscribe for free through Twitch Prime. Super easy to link those accounts and get that set up. And we just want to say thank you everyone who follows the channel, who subscribes on YouTube, who follows us on Twitter. We greatly appreciate the support. And if you like what you're seeing, tell your friends, baby. So with that, unless there's any other announcements, let's begin tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons.
There it is.
Gotta have it. Previously on Goats and Dragons, the family snuck Burbage in to see Theodric Dale, the mayor of this city and former lover of Burbage's, who had recently fallen ill. He is having intense reactions to the sights and smells around him, though Burbage cannot quite remember exactly why he feels so sick and anxious entering this manor. Charity saw to Theodric, and after coming up with a treatment that is the culmination of everything he has learned about the fire blight over the last month or two, Charity was able to extract the fire stake from Theodric Dale by commanding it to leave his body. And though this left the statesman incredibly weak, he is free of the threat of burning. Not much unlike his father. I mean, his father's not free of that. His father burned. Burn. Total burn. Burnage.
Wow.
Anyway,
This
just
should be a
clarifying
Johnny
that.
Cash song.
To be clear, this is the not improv part of the episode.
Burbage also met Arian, Theodric's daughter, a precocious child who enjoys playing tea with her dolly named Burbage. Gorge was a large woman who, along with her guard drakes, guards Theodric. And finally, Qmite is another person. who's inconsequential, and no one needs to worry about old Q-Mite.
Uh-huh. Ugh.
The fire snakes that may have been the fire snakes may have just been the beginning, as Hikari notices a new threat in town. After seeing people flee the square, she dashes out of the mayor's residence to the town square to see a more terrifying image: a shadow demon perched on top of the statue of Eldon Dale in the center of the square. Hikari, around this thing, sees hellhounds, azure, and fire salamanders, all beings native to the elemental plane of fire. The family eventually begins to advance on this new threat when Avery, Burbage's brother, stops him in town. He exclaims, "Do you know about the Fang?" He tells him something called the Bright Fang, a weapon that may help save the town, but it is hidden in a place that maybe only Mrs. Kemp may know. While the others run to battle, Burbage rushes toward his old family home in order to find more information on this mysterious weapon. Meeting his mother in the hall, Burbage had it out with her. She didn't know where the Fang was, but his father had left some notes in a journal. But more than that, Mrs. Kemp let on that she had something to do with Theodric being sent away. Burbage left his old home again and made his way across rooftops toward Theodric's. The most powerful of the enemies, the Afriti, this djinn-like being with red skin and small nubby horns, retreats quickly into a magic portal in the ground after he sees his minions being defeated by the family. The portal, however, remains open as a golden ring on the ground, and Hikari understands it to be active and connected to the elemental plane of fire. She believes that it may well be used again within a few hours to bring something back. The group, having dispatched the elementals when looking for Burbage, they went to the Kemp estate and were told a tiny bit more information on the Bright Fang, as Mrs. Kemp was looking through her husband's old writings. He may have hid it under the ghost's drink, whatever that may mean. Again, at the Kemp estate, at the Dale estate, upon seeing Q-Mite, Burbage has another odd physiological reaction. He then asks Arian to lure Gorge from Theodric's side. She does, and Burbage sneaks in to see Theodric, who's still incredibly weak from the fire snake extraction. And believe it or not, Theodric is actually happy to see Burbage. When the others arrive, Burbage is still next to Theodric, and he asks Hikari if there's any way to speed up the ability to modify his memory. She can sometimes ask her god to allow her to cast something different. However, this process requires a lot of magical energies. But the pleading Burbage convinces her to give up these precious energies. They all wait in this room with Theodric until Hikari is able to cast this powerful spell. When she can, she then places her hands next to his head, and bluish and silver lights dart back and forth between her hands and Burbage's temples. As she pulls her hands back, several things happen at once. Burbage and Hikari look deep into each other's eyes, having just relived that night the mayor died in his mind. Theodric sits up and looks around the room at his visitors, and a bright light fills the room. Its source is from somewhere outside in the square, and running down the hall, a few of the group look out a window to see a giant column of fire. What is it all of you would like to do?
Where's Q-Mite?
I'm not sure. Is he evil?
Yes, most definitely.
Woo!
He
Where
was
is-
like downstairs, I think, when we came in. He was getting bags packed. He was gonna take the little child person and the small, not child person, Theodric, somewhere.
Burbage is leaving the room to try to find Q-Mite.
Charity's sort of like pivoting his head back and forward. A lot, as sort of Burbage leaves, I'm going to turn to Theodric. A lot has been going on. How are you feeling? And this is particularly, I'd healed him again while he was sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go cover Burbage, and I'm gonna leave and follow Burbage.
Okay. Theodric says, I'm actually feeling a bit better, yes. Thank you for your skills.
Of course. Getting the hell out of here might be a good idea. Also, just to kind of summarize a couple of things, make a couple of requests. Are the guards in the city, and can they do anything to help about widespread fires? A. B. Can you remove a mark of no leaving town from Burbage? And C. You might want to watch out for Q-Mite.
Yes, and okay.
I'm going to look at Theodric as he's just sort of processed that, and Charity's going to walk over and quickly shake his hand. It's been a pleasure to heal you and work with you. I should go make sure what the hell the rest of my family is doing.
Yeah, he starts to, like, with great effort, he's now getting out of bed then as well. And Charity, as you turn around, you notice Hikari is still on her knees, where she was working with Burbage. And she's just kind of breathing sort of heavily.
Is Arian in the room with us?
Arian is not.
Because I know that Gorge had been with her.
Right.
I'm just like, also don't leave Arian with Q-Mite. And I'm gonna sort of dash over and like, Hikari? You okay?
No. I don't know why I'm breathing heavily. So I don't.
You had an intense emotional experience with
Oh,
Burbage
okay.
Kemp.
I was like, am I sick from
Is that
casting this
is that
spell?
like a patented thing?
It's
Okay.
yeah, it's just kind of mental. You just need a second to. You were just basically in Burbage's mind.
Okay.
Ugh.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
patented thing.
yeah.
It's the good old BKEE, Burbage Camp Emotional Experience.
Ugh.
Go ahead and, stand up and.
I'll
Yeah.
sort of
I'll
offer
be fine.
Hikari a shoulder.
Am I able to walk?
Yeah. So,
Oh, okay. So, I'll walk it off.
okay. Where would you like to go?
I'm
Where
gonna
is
be
everyone?
trying to find the rest of the family. So if she's with
Yeah,
me,
and then we need to probably go to the square.
uh-huh,
The column of fire after we do that.
yeah.
All right. Charity and Hikari, you exit the room. Burbage. You are down. You are heading downstairs with Stormbringer, I believe, looking for Q-Mite.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. You get to the bottom of the stairs, and you do see Q-Mite gathering a few bags by the door. And you don't have your mask on at this point, do you?
No, I do not.
All right. So he turns around. He kind of sees Stormbringer first, and he says, "Oh, would you? Is there any way that you could send for the little one, Arian? She should come downstairs immediately."
Totally, yeah.
And then kind of as he finishes that sentence, his eyes lock onto you, Burbage. And you see him pull out a dagger.
My intention was to immediately go up to him and attack him.
Okay.
I was not approaching him to have a conversation.
No problem. Yeah, he sees you just walking straight toward him, and you see him immediately pull out a dagger, but it's too slow. If you'd like to get an attack in, feel free.
And to be clear, I want to do damage. I don't want to kill him.
Gotcha. Uh-huh.
You might
So
want
should
to
I just-
verbally say that to Stormbringer.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe.
So should I use a short sword attack here?
Oh,
Nice.
yes!
That
Crit
would be
hit.
a crit hit.
The
In-
plot agrees.
Yeah, a pivotal narrative moment. I love it.
Jeez. Burbage, he pulls out his dagger, and you just immediately, with a quickness barely even you've ever seen from you, just immediately slice up his chest a little bit, and just into his neck, so that he has to now hold his neck, basically, putting pressure on it so that he doesn't bleed out. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. He has to drop to the ground, on his knees, so that he's nearly eye level with you, and he's just holding his neck in place as blood is slowly seeping out of it. And he's just like looking at you, and you can tell he just does not know what to say. He was not expecting this.
Nice shot.
Thank you, Stormbringer. I'm staring at Q-Mite. I have to, as Adam, apologize because I actually didn't plan out anything cool for Burbage to say right now. Like,
You're both staring at each other, waiting for the other one to say something cool.
yeah, I honestly think that Burbage is a man on a mission right now. Like, he did what he had to do, and he'll just turn to Stormbringer and say, take him upstairs, keep him alive, tell Charity, tie him up. I'm leaving.
Where are you going? Did you see the fire in the square? This isn't.
Yeah, no, well, Burbage didn't. I mean, okay, you asked Burbage that before he leaves. To the square.
Burbage, that's a terrible fucking idea. You can't just go to the square without all of us. There's a fucking huge demon there. Wait for us, okay? I'll just lock this guy in a closet or something. He's small.
All right, I'll wait here for you. Take him upstairs.
Okay. So I'm gonna take what's his name, Q-Mite,
I mean,
upstairs.
I'm also assuming I'm getting to the landing around now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
were
like
you
we
going
got-
to look for Arian
No, I was going to look for the family.
first, or the family, not Thaedric's
Yeah.
family?
No,
I got you.
yeah, I only
Yeah,
moderately
certainly.
care about his family.
Yeah,
certainly.
I mean,
Then you see this all happened very quickly, but you see Stormbringer now carrying Q-Mite up the stairs toward you.
Hey, Charity, we need to store this guy.
You just hear him going, fucking Burbage, Kemp.
As he says that,
Holding his neck.
Charity's going to be like, "Oh, I should look at that," and I'll sort of pull his hand free.
Okay.
So I like,
Oh, jeez.
do I see like the wound?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. If you don't help him now, he'll bleed out very quickly.
Do I think that a med kit would be enough? Like just to
Yeah, you could tell he's starting to pass out right now, but a medkit then would stabilize him, so he'll probably be unconscious, but
Yeah, we don't want to waste any spells on this fool.
So just like as he's sort of like fading, I'm gonna sort of pull out the bandages and things from it, and essentially also just ram my knuckle directly into his wound.
Jesus.
Never talk about my family again in that tone, or you'll lack a tongue to do it.
Right. And with that, he passes out completely.
I'll bandage him, and be like, Stormbringer, carry him to Gorge. Tell her that if he wakes up and tries anything shifty, the drakes looked like they might be hungry.
Okay.
But that Burbage would prefer to get to question him later, but problems with the town and burning let him nowhere near the girl.
Okay. Can we just say I did all that?
Absolutely, yeah. You're carrying her around the corner, and then Hakari and...
I'm like damn near sliding down the banister to make sure I get down.
Get down
Can
the
we-
stairs as quick as you can.
Yeah.
Can we also
Burbage, are you
say
still
that?
there?
Yeah, no. Once Stormbringer went upstairs, Burbage left,
Yeah.
and he's running toward the square. But he's heading to Lekempo's Liquor.
Okay.
I guess as we're sort of turning around the stair, I imagine that we just see the door open.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
swinging in the wind.
Yeah, it's kind of swinging now, and you Burbage just stepped out.
I'm gonna look at Hikari. Fucking halflings, man.
That's
I'm just shaking
racist.
my head.
Well, let's go see if we can keep him from dying. I'm gonna shout up the stairs, like as we're now probably running down them to Stormbringer. Burbage booked it! We're chasing him!
Cool. I'll catch up.
All right. In Stormbringer, you deposit Qmite with Gorge, tell him real quick what it is, and you head back down the stairs.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And then Hakari and Charity, you see Burbage up ahead running into the square.
Can I-
As Stormbringer comes out the door.
Can I try to run up as fast as I can and tackle him?
You can try, certainly.
What do I roll? Not like, just to stop him from running.
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty quick. You don't really have a lot of means to catch up that far, really.
Really?
Unless you have a spell or something that allows you to.
Like teleporting?
Like teleporting, if you wanted to use it on Burbage. Yeah,
It's a bonus action, right?
it is.
Okay.
Okay.
So do I roll something?
Nope, you just use your chaotic step, and this is the first time today you've used it. So you're close enough if you want to give me an athletics check.
Sure.
Roll a 15 or better, and I'll let you have tackled Burbage.
Stinker.
Oh my gosh. So that's a crit hit on the athletics.
Yes!
And so, Hakari, you see Burbage Kemp running up ahead of you, and you teleport as swiftly as you can, and then immediately jump at his legs and tackle him as he goes back down to the ground. You've kind of got a hold of his legs now.
I'm gonna scream as I'm doing that. Don't fight me, Burbage! Or I'll have to knock you out.
Hikari, what are you doing? Get
Can't
off of
just-
me!
There are fire demons, and you can't just run away like this.
Don't you think I know there are fire demons? I'm going to fight them, and if I'm going to fight them, I need the fang.
But you don't have to.
Yeah, at this
Go
point,
for it
you're
alone.
Stormbringer.
Probably in this moment, I mean, I imagine that. I mean, Darcy, tell me if this is wrong, but I imagine that Burbage and Hikari are like, maybe breathing heavy from the tackle, but like are making eye contact and have some kind of moment resonant with the fact that we just had this like, fucking Vulcan mind meld shit.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like,
She saw what happens kind of sometimes when you are on your own. let's say. Yeah.
Oh, like in my. Oh, yeah. Like, and Burbage understands that. Like, he sees in her eyes, like, she knows what I am, like, what kind of bad shit I'm capable of when I'm on my own from that night. Is that what you're saying, Andy?
It seems to me, yeah.
All right, so there's an understanding there for sure. I don't know what Hikari might understand in this moment, but if I'm tackled, I'm tackled by a fucking crit hit. Jesus Christ,
Right.
that's two.
At least
The
I
only
didn't cast web on you.
that's two rolls.
Yeah.
This game that have been crits. Yeah.
Is Hikari trying to like pin him down, or just trying to basically
Just
slow him
Stop
down
him
so
from
that
running
everyone...
until Stormbringer
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
to pick him up or something.
Yeah.
Unless you're not struggling anymore and I can tell you're not going to run.
Yeah. After that, the eye contact moment, Burbage isn't struggling.
Okay, good.
All
Charity's
right.
gonna sort of like skid to a
So
halt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What does the fire portal look like?
Right, so Hikari stands up, helps Burbage then up as Stormbringer and Charity, you, all four of you now, are looking fairly badass, I might say. And up ahead of you, past the statue of Eldon Dale, is a giant column of fire and flame erupting from this golden circle in the ground. You don't actually see anything coming out of it at the moment, but certainly, Hikari, you notice this as this is the full activation of this portal. At any second, something could come out of this.
Charity's gonna look at that. Let's get you that fucking fang, huh?
Yeah, let's hustle.
All right.
Let's do it.
So the
Hikari,
four of you are running through the now
I made
abandoned square.
Hikari help me up because she's the one who tackled me. She has
Yeah.
helped me up.
Okay.
So the four of you are now running through this abandoned square. And you're getting very close to the column of fire, and it's incredibly hot. Burbage, you're even having to really stick. You're having to stick really close to the walls, as it would almost be damaging for you to get any closer to this moat of fire.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of you all have resistance to fire damage, so you are able to continue a little closer. Burbage, you're then make your way to the door of. Sorry, Darcy keeps getting up and knocking the microphone over.
It's fine. It was just kind of funny when you're like, Burbage, you're having to.
Ka-dunk.
And I'm like, Burbage, you didn't have to do that. Charity has healing.
Oh boy.
So Burbage, you're able to slip just inside the door of Lekempo's liquor then, as almost you're taking actual damage from this heat. The rest of you can quickly sort of follow behind. Yeah, if you'd like to go inside the place.
Does it have
But you
windows?
also- it does have windows, and you are a little worried that this entire shop is filled with liquor, right next to a giant flaming column in the sky.
Charity, as we were running, was probably trying to shield Burbage from the flames a little bit. It's like, so beneath, right? That's what it said, beneath the ghost drink?
Yeah. But also, I could drink all this liquor so it doesn't explode. Is that what my mission is? Should I do
No,
that?
no! Fang!
Can't even
Find the
produce
Fang!
all.
All right. Okay.
You
Yeah.
can't
Fang it
drink
is.
all this liquor.
Yeah. Okay. I got distracted. Okay. Down. Underneath. Are there stairs?
You don't see
And the
any.
other
You're looking
stairs.
around. You're looking around. You see really incredibly organized and well kept lines of liqueurs and wines and ales along the wall, and behind this kind of large counter that has a variety of flasks in a glass case. You see an incredibly old, very pale, stringy-haired human male, and he kind of raises his hand, and you, Burbage, you recognize this as Old Man Lakempo, and he says, "Can I help you?"
Is he still there? Has he not seen anything that's been going on in the square?
Probably not. You do notice a giant amount of cataracts on his eyes.
Charity's gonna sort of...
Oh no.
So the square is about to be on fire. Is there a way into your basement?
I suppose.
You don't want me to start hacking at the floor.
I have a cellar door back here, behind the counter,
Might we use that?
next to me.
He's just.
On the
I can just chop through the floor. He's very slow.
Once he said there's a cellar door, Burbage is heading behind the counter.
All right, yeah, and behind the counter, yeah, there's like a latch that will pull up. Something very similar to Avery's house. Just a small little staircase, then going down into a cellar.
I'm gonna do an investigation check.
All right.
14.
Yeah, 14. Yeah, 14. You don't see any traps. It's not locked. The stairs are a bit rickety, and you get an incredible kind of musty smell coming from the basement. But other than that, it's pretty okay.
Is that somewhere that the shopkeeper can hide out, or like
Probably.
during this stuff? Okay.
Yeah, it's certainly more. It's certainly safer than.
I'd feel a little bad leaving a blind guy just to,
Yeah.
blow up in his.
So do you want to try to lead him down there
Yeah,
as
I'm
Burbage rushes down?
Just gonna be like, you need to be safe until the stuff is over. So come down
Oh,
with us.
Thank you, but I've not been safe for many years.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Charity's like...
So yeah, I'm going down there with my torch lit.
All right. Yeah, you light a torch. You're walking down the stairs. You see a few bottles of wine that have been stored down here, barrels and barrels of ale. You don't see anything necessarily that just looks like a weapon down here.
I'll probably also say to Hikari and Stormbringer to stay up there and keep watch on the square.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Keep watching. I don't know. Keep watch on the old man. I'm gonna help Burbage. And I'll
Okay.
slide
but
down
be
the stairs.
careful.
All right.
So I'm down
And
there
Charity,
as well.
yeah. Then you come down as well and see all this. Burbage is kind of frantically just sort of looking behind barrels and just kind of running around the place looking for whatever his father may have hid here.
I've had the full description of what this is.
Yes.
So, do I think that there's a way that I could try to sense either its magical energies or the effects of it?
Very possibly. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check to just kind of attune yourself to the surrounding.
Please hold while we do the PSA. Charity standardly has the cantrip Guidance on him. Guidance is a concentration cantrip. One willing creature can add a d4 to an ability check of its choice. You can roll it before or after making the check. Ability then ends. Because Andy and I do not want to keep track of time in 1-minute intervals, we just sort of assume Charity has guidance up, unless there's concentration on another spell, or it would be implausible to have recast it in that time, etc. So Arcana, you said?
Uh-huh.
I'll roll that Arcana. Add the D4. That'll be 11 total.
With 11 total, you just barely get the sense that somewhere kind of in the back of the cellar, it's just a bit more unnaturally cold than anywhere else in the cellar, which is already sort of dank and frigid.
Oh,
In the back, it definitely feels a bit colder, and you relate this to the magics of this item.
I'm gonna say, Burbage, this way, it's colder here.
I'll head back to the back of the cellar, look around.
All right, give me an investigation check.
10.
You're not necessarily finding a lot. You're kind of looking through some crates that are here that just have some old wine and ales in it, but nothing stands out to you like this. You do feel the cold now that Charity's mentioned it, but
Can I
you can't.
can I
find
check
anything.
as well?
Please, yeah.
Investigation.
Yeah.
18 plus 1, 19.
All right. With a 19, Charity, you're able to see that one of the bricks lining the cellar wall has been removed over the years. You see the scrapings kind of along the side of it and on the top of this brick, and there's the mortar has kind of gone worn away, so that it wouldn't take much, but you feel you could pull out this brick.
I'm gonna point it. Burbage, there, look. The brick.
Yeah, it's just a brick, so what? Oh, what? I'll
Just turn
pull out the-
Scooby-Doo.
Oh?
After my double take at the brick,
Yeah.
I'll do a spit take at the brick. I'll grab a bottle of of ale and put some in my mouth, and then do a spit take, and then I'll pull out the brick.
All right. As you pull it out, the brick, you feel it is incredibly, incredibly cold. Are you wearing your ring? Or do you still have it on your chain?
He was given it
I-
back by Theodric, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it back, and yeah, that is something I would have put back on.
Okay.
Because I think Theodric even told you to put it back on. I don't remember quite, but
Yeah. I kind of envision if Theodric didn't put it on Burbage's finger while Burbage was at the bed there for a while, then Burbage I think would have done it himself while sniffling emotionally.
If you had not had this ring on, you're pretty sure that this actually would have hurt you as you remove this brick. And kind of a gust of brilliant fresh air comes out from the hole in the wall of this brick, and you see kind of a long object wrapped in cloth sitting inside this hole in the wall. Stormbringer and Hikari, as you are watching the mote of fire the column of fire rising out of this golden circle in the square, luckily no one else seems to be out in the square. Everyone seems to have mostly either found shelter or actually left the city. But you start to see the flames kind of flicker and kind of spout, and small kind of shoots of fire now start to kind of swirl around this thing. Yeah, you grip your weapons a little tighter, expecting any moment for something to be coming out of there.
Can we?
Hikari,
Oh, go ahead.
is that a good thing? Does that mean it's turning itself off?
I don't think So we
Oh.
probably need to tell them downstairs what's happening.
Shit.
Can I shout down this
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah,
door,
it's a
the
small place,
steps?
yeah.
Okay. So I'm just like, guys, the portal's opening. We need. How you doing?
Working on it.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, we can take a demon on our own, right?
I'm gonna sort of look at
Probably.
Burbage. Time is a factor.
And I'm gonna look at the DM because I assumed he cut away for a reason. Although if I have the option, yeah, like I'm grabbing it.
Nope. I'm just explaining what's happening out there.
Okay.
But you immediately grab the sword, the cloth, and in it you can feel what you believe is a short sword, and it's a little longer than your normal short swords, but to any other, especially taller person, this would be still a very short item. But you pull this out, and it has your family crest on it, Burbage. The cloth does, and if you'd like, you can peel that back. And Charity, you're getting this kind of gust of wind still, this cold, to a certain extent, very refreshing air coming off of this thing.
I'm gonna sort of like put up my arm just against the breeze a little bit, and as much as it's refreshing, still I'm assuming breeze blowing at me. Like,
Indeed.
yeah, that seems magical and cold. Yep, scans with what I got told.
Burbage will give a glance to Charity and kind of nod at him, but then look back down at the short sword in his hands, or at the cloth, and he'll delicately, kind of holding his breath, unwrap the cloth while keeping in mind, like, I mean, for Burbage, his mom told him that it would like destroy him, but Burbage believes that since he has the ring from the Dales, that he should be able to wield this weapon. Hopefully, that he's just thinking to himself, I hope that's enough. I hope I don't die right now.
All right. So you unwrap the cloth in a very ornate leather worked scabbard. You see this handle that actually just sort of looks like small strips of leather wrapped around a solid piece of bone almost. And if you want, Burbage, you feel you could pull this sword out. Do you place your hand on the hilt? Just curious. That's how one would normally pull out a sword, so I'm just, curious.
No, yeah.
I was gonna say, were you going?
I have
asking if he did it with his teeth.
No, Adam is concerned right now.
So let's go away.
But Burbage isn't. Burbage, draws the sword with his hand on the hilt.
All right, as your fingers wrap around the hilt, there's this intense, incredible feeling of cold. Your fingers start to feel a little sticky on the hilt, as if imagine a fantastic freezer when you put your hand in the ice tray and your hand sticks to the ice just a bit. It feels like that. And as you pull it out, it's a short sword made entirely of bone. You pull it out and look at it, and there is ice that just immediately forms very quickly around your hand. Without it actually feels quite unpleasant, but you could tell that it would be excruciating without your ring on. The ice forms sort of around your hand to the point where you can't easily let go of this item. unless you sheath it again, and you're pretty sure that would do it. So if you want, Burbage, you would be able to take a few minutes and try to attune to this item.
Yeah. Would I need Charity's help? Like, is that something that
It actually
Burbage...
might go a little quicker with Charity, sure.
Yeah.
I'll help him if I can.
I mean, Charity is the one who helped him and like guided him through attuning to the ring.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that makes sense to do right now. If it's only a few minutes, then
Right. Oh, and because he helped you with the ring already, Charity, give me an Arcana check with advantage to see how you're able to help Master Kemp here.
21.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah, with that, it's just going to take probably a couple minutes. Charity has basically sort of aligned all the magics with you. You basically just need to sit and meditate with the sword for a moment. Let's say 2 rounds worth, another 12 seconds or so, and you'll have completely attuned to this item.
awesome. I will do that. But
Yeah.
Burbage is meditating angrily.
Angrily.
I don't think you can angry meditate.
It's sort of against meditation.
Do I feel like I still need to be there?
No, yeah, you've done everything you can.
It's
and
aligned.
You've spent a couple minutes already with him down here, and everything is good, and he just needs to spend time with it now.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn towards the stairs again, and then reach back and just sort of pat Burbage affectionately on the head, like, when you're done, we'll be in the square, hopefully still alive. And as it's like, we'll work on that part later. And as Charity is going up, he's going to snatch a bottle of an ale, and sort of as he comes up the stairs, you're going to see him sort of take a long swig from the bottle. Be like, all right, let's go defeat an elemental fire plane.
Yes!
All right, as he's coming up the stairs, Charity and Hakari and Stormbringer, you start to see movement within this giant swirling tornado of flame, and it's as if the flame itself sort of took shape and began to hold on.
Then become a donut and fly away, never to bother the town again. Fuck. I had such hope.
You start to see the flames form into kind of a giant humanoid shape, and it begins to leave the circle itself, and you, especially Stormbringer, recognize this as a fire elemental, and it sort of steps into the square here and kind of roars. However, you don't think it sees you at the moment.
I'm gonna yell back, "We've got elementals!" Should I go? Stormbringer's kind of battling with herself, like she wants to charge out there and start fighting it, but she also doesn't want to leave the family behind.
Well, Charity has now come up the stairs, and taken a long swig of something, and yeah.
Charity's going to tap you on sort of the shoulder with the bottle.
Yeah.
And see if offer it to you as a pull.
What is this?
Ale, I think. I
I don't need to drink.
Oh.
I like fighting.
I do!
I'll toss Akari the bottle.
Thank you, though.
I'll take just like a
Hey,
drink or
there's
two.
another one coming,
He should
I think.
he should only need a few more moments. Until then.
So are we waiting on him, or should I go start kicking some fiery ass?
Oh, Stormbringer, you know the answer. I'm backing
I
you
should
up. Go.
Kick fiery ass? Okay. And I'm just gonna... Can I charge out and swing at this first one that came out?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'd like to, as she sort of does that, and I don't know if it would count as surprising it, etc., but I'll leave that up to your discretion. But sort of on this side of it, or away behind it, or I don't know which way it was moving, but flanking it in some way, my spiritual weapon to appear and attack it.
Okay.
Also, rage on.
Beautiful.
Do you want me to make an attack roll with it, and does it count as surprising it for purposes of advantage?
Yes.
I rolled a
Let's say
16.
yes.
Okay.
All right. 16 hits.
I'll wait until Stormbringer is done with her.
So I did 13 points of damage. This is with a magic axe, if it matters.
Okay. Oh, it does.
And, I mean, I don't know, like, this isn't real fighting yet. Do I get second attack?
No, pretty much. I think that'll be kind of our surprise. Well, no. Let's
If
say,
it's surprise round, she would, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a whole round for you.
Okay, second attack. 14?
That hits as well.
And 13 points of damage again, and then it also needs to make a DC 17 dex save.
Sounds good. It rolled a 17.
So it will take 2 points of damage, because it rounds down, right?
Yep.
For half?
Mhm.
So 2 points of damage. 2 points of lightning damage.
All right.
If that-
And you felt like the lightning damage did what it should have on that.
Nice. Okay, so that's my surprise round. Just kind of standing here screaming in its face while I'm slashing at it.
And then I'll roll
Nice.
the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
So 29 to hit.
Beautiful.
And I cast it at second level. Sorry, I always forget to say that. 13 points of force damage.
All right. Yeah, the spiritual weapon slashes into it and just disperses some of the fire for a moment, and then it kind of reforms around that attack. Though you definitely heard it.
Do I get my action on this surprise as well, or?
Yeah, let's say yes.
Okay. And then immediately over its head, a small bell will appear. And I need it to make a DC 18 Wisdom save. Well, actually, I'd love it if it didn't make 18, but it should make a Wisdom save.
All right. It rolled 15.
It'll take 19 points of necrotic damage.
Damn. All right. And Hakari, as Charity and Stormbringer have joined this fiery battle right outside the walls, what would you like to do?
I will run up to the one. Well, can I get up?
Yeah, like here.
Well, Stormbringer's already on that one.
There's this one here.
Yeah, I can get there. Okay. I will run up and activate my Fiend Blade and then slash at him.
All right. Yeah, give me an attack roll. So Hakari dashes out, turns to the left, to the other side of the golden ring,
That would be 20.
to a second fire elemental that has emerged, and a 20 hits. Yeah, give me damage.
Okay. Why can't I roll it from here?
Nice.
18 damage. Yeah.
8 plus 7 is 15.
Plus.
Oh,
you
I'm
have
sorry.
plus,
Sorry, I was like, what?
Yeah. All right, you slash into that. You feel like your radiant damage hurt it as well on that.
What? I have.
Yeah, your divine strike.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Audio,
Every
audio,
round.
audio. You've unplugged
Oh no.
my ears.
Sorry about that.
Sorry. Ah, this stupid thing.
Yeah.
Can I bite at it?
No, because you.
Oh, because it was
your
a
bonus action
surprise.
was to.
That's right.
Was to activate your blade. All right. Why don't we go ahead and roll initiative at this point? And Burbage as well.
Dude. Nice.
I got a 17.
Oh, hey, that time you rolled twice. I got an 18.
I clicked on it. Nothing's happening.
Hikari critted.
All right. Yeah, Hikari, go ahead and roll your initiative, and I'll keep your.
Okay, I clicked on
20
it.
there.
Now I go back to my page.
Yeah, click on your icon, and then
Got
go
it.
back to your main page and roll your initiative. And that just
Okay.
puts it in the turn order thing over here. Oh, roll 20.
All of these windows open.
I know.
Nice.
All right. No, you have a 20.
You have a nat 20
Oh, I-
at that.
Yeah, you're
How?
good.
Where did I get a nat 20?
That was your initiative roll up here.
Your first roll up here.
Oh,
Yeah.
then why did I roll it again?
Because we had to put your name in the turn order,
Okay,
and the only way roll 20 recognizes that.
that is very
Yeah,
confusing.
yeah. So Hikari, go ahead and go again. You're gonna get a couple. Then.
You're gonna do three
Stuff.
turns in a row, functionally.
Yeah. All right, I will go ahead and slash at it again. with My
Alright.
fiend blade.
Oof, a 9
Nope.
does not quite hit it. Yeah, you slash at it, and the flame kind of dodges out of the way.
Can I?
You can try to bite this thing, yeah.
Man,
I'm afraid a 10 misses as well.
It's okay. Shake him out. Shake him out. Get him out this
Yeah,
round.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you lunge in with your face to bite at it, and it just kind of singes the hair just a little bit on your head, but no
I have.
damage.
Oh, I was gonna say because I resisted
Yeah,
to
yeah,
fire.
no actual
Okay.
damage on you. Like, you're pretty sure if you didn't, that would have hurt. And then that was the initiative round. So go ahead and go again.
Me?
Alright, yeah.
Okay, I will try to stab it again.
This is the joys of crit hitting on initiative.
Oh my god!
You're getting better though.
12. Yeah, you're getting better. 12 does not hit him, right?
Okay, so do I?
You can try to bite it again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, regressing.
Dear God in
Regressing.
heaven.
And a 9 does not quite hit. Yeah, so it seemed your first attack kind of took it by surprise, but it seemed to be able to dodge now everything that you're putting at it. All right,
Don't like it.
Charity,
So, do I get the sense that they know where I am at all?
you're pretty sure at least this one does. Yes.
Hmm.
The other two, maybe not as much.
Maybe a little more focused on the red-headed woman screaming at them and swinging a sword and trying to bite them, which has to be a novel experience for them. So with my bonus action, the spiritual weapon is going to swing at that one. The one
Which
that's by.
Oh yeah, the one in the spy. Got it.
29 to hit.
Hit.
7 force damage.
Right.
And I'm gonna actually a bell is going to appear over the head of the one that Hikari is fighting, and it must make a DC 18 Wisdom save.
All right. It rolled a 7.
It'll take 9 necrotic.
Excellent. Yes.
And then I'm going to, given that this is a liquor store that Burbage is in the basement of, the blind old man is in it, 10, 20, 30.
Okay.
To, like, get out of the store and move that way, as opposed to towards
Gotcha.
them or anything.
Yeah. All right, Stormbringer then.
Yeah. I'm gonna swing at the one right in front of me with my battle axe, my magic durable battle.
Sweet.
I rolled a 16.
That hits.
Nice.
11 points of damage.
Excellent.
If
Alright,
fire
yeah,
elementals could look like really fucked up, does he look fucked up?
He is. He's flickering just a bit in front of you, kind of having a hard time holding his
Like
form.
a candle in
Good.
the wind.
Good. Second attack.
Right. That hits.
15.
Yeah.
Oh, only 9 points of damage that time.
Okay.
Are these things looking hurt?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're starting to look hurt more and more.
Okay.
Especially the one she's fighting is now kind of flickering and having trouble maintaining its form.
And make a DC 17 dex save.
All right.
Yeah. Max damage.
It rolled a 13.
So it will take 6 points of damage from my lightning.
Excellent.
Is it dead?
No.
Damn! Die! I have to go fight other people!
You guys did 96 damage to it in before it even went,
Yeah,
and it's still alive.
damn.
Probably going ow, ow, ow.
It's gonna be a
Alright.
fun fight. Anyways, that's my turn.
Burbage, you start to hear the sounds of fighting up above you, and you're so close. You feel like 6 more seconds would probably be enough to
Out of
latch on.
out of curiosity,
Yeah.
is Lakempo downstairs with me now?
Yes, he's kind of, as everyone else has rushed out of his place, he's now kind of very slowly kind of stepped gingerly down the stairs looking at you now.
And I'm aware of him,
Yeah.
but he doesn't say anything to me.
Nope.
All right, cool.
All right. All right. Another fire elemental emerges from the flames. These two then attack you, Stormbringer.
Bring it.
All right. A 16, a 25, a 10, and a 23. I don't think.
My AC is 19.
I was
Alright.
like 2 of those hit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So that's a total of 21 fire damage.
Cool.
Wait.
But I have
sorry, never mind.
resistance.
Stormbringer. Yep.
I thought you meant to the elemental, and I was like, fire.
Yeah. No.
I
That's
feel
how
like that would make the
that's how
fire.
muscular she is. The punching just hurts them.
Okay, that would be badass, though. How do I do that?
Right.
Be a paladin.
That's true.
Well, I'm not.
Hikari, the fire elemental swings down at you. You duck just in time, but from almost its back, another sort of arm emerges that you weren't expecting and slams down straight on you. Not only is this going to do 17 fire damage to you, which you're resistant to, so you only take 8 fire damage total.
Okay.
I'm available for quick
however-
mental math.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Add 3 to that, so 11. As it slammed down, there's this sort of point of fire that slammed straight into your head and kind of made you woozy just a second there.
Would it be 3 more fire damage to the base, though?
I don't think so. I think it's the accuracy of this thing.
Okay. I just want to know how you interpreted
Yeah.
that.
Instead of just more fire.
Okay.
Yeah. I think is how I'll read that.
I can see it either way. That was genuinely an open question.
Yeah.
Well, I would use Hellish Rebuke, but since it's fire damage, again, it would probably just add another arm.
Yeah, it'll add.
Blech.
And then Charity Stormbringer and Hikari, you see something now in this tower of flame that is like dark shaped. It looks to be about 25 feet tall.
Jeez.
And it's now just sort of forming in this column of flame. So you're not exactly sure what that is.
Oh.
Hikari, what would you like to do?
Kill, murder, smash.
I'll try my Fiend Blade again.
Do whatever you.
There it is.
Oh,
Thank
that
you.
hits. Yeah, it certainly is.
Okay, I'm rolling damage.
16.
Jesus, that sword.
Level 9 clerics, man.
Fucking crank
Can
damage.
I bite at it?
Nasty. Yeah, and you can try to bite it then too. 18 hits.
Yes!
You actually bite it as well.
Okay. I roll damage.
Yeah, it's go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
Are these things immune to poison?
I can look real fast if you want.
They are. Yes. Sorry.
Okay, so
Because they don't really have veins like
I was wondering about
but it
that.
certainly will take the
The
piercing
bitey
damage.
bitey.
So how's this?
He is now flickering just a bit, and where his face is supposed to be, it's sort of just faceless fire at this point. He's having trouble keeping his form a bit. All right, Charity.
Gonna hack at the one with spiritual weapon again. Same one as before.
All right,
28 to hit.
that hits.
11 force damage.
That's enough to disperse it. Your weapons just swing straight through this thing, and the flames kind of flicker up into the sky as it is now no longer a threat.
Okay. Then a bell is going to appear over the one that Hikari is fighting again, up on the north side of the square. Especially, so it'll need to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. I rolled a 13.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It rolled a 13.
Yeah, I heard it rolled a you cut out, and I'm like,
Oh, sorry.
13 or 30. Like, if it can roll 30 on wisdom, something is wrong. It failed. It'll take 7 necrotic damage.
Very nice.
I'm just gonna keep Scooby-Dooing my way around that square.
All right. Stormbringer.
Yeah, so I'm gonna high five the spiritual weapon and then swing at the other one that's standing by.
It waggles happily
All
at
right.
you.
I can tell it's awesome. I imagine that. Yes, swing at the other one.
17?
Yeah, it hits.
14 points of magical slashing damage.
Beautiful. Yeah, you cleave into this thing, and it roars at you.
And second attack?
Hits.
19.
Yeah.
15 points of magical slashing damage. And as I'm swinging at it, I'm gonna say, "Tell the big thing coming out to go back in!" And it needs to make a DC 17 dex save.
Okay. It rolled 13.
So it'll take 5 points of lightning damage. And
Right.
Hikari looks like she's holding her own fine, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay, then that's my turn.
All right. Burbage. You, my friend, have attuned to an incredibly powerful weapon. It takes all of your turn to finish the attunement here, but it's I'm gonna put it.
Have some light reading.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it now in your journal.
Cool. So I I thought that you had said 2 rounds, and I thought that would include their surprise round of combat.
Yeah,
Earlier.
this is basically the end of that second round for you.
Well,
Is how I read that.
I mean, if time elapsed for them, like if I started attuning and then they were fighting up there, then I've gone through 2 rounds of attunement and should be done like at the beginning of this turn, right?
Sure, we can do that.
I mean, yeah. If that surprise round that they did before going into initiative was 6 seconds, then that was 6 seconds, and then last turn was 6 seconds,
Yeah,
and that would be what you said, how long it would take, right?
sure. Yeah, no, that's fine. I was kind of thinking like until they go again, which is right after you, but totally fine. We can wrap that up at that point.
Gotcha. Okay.
We'll do that. And also, I didn't know if you noticed it. Bright Fang is already in your inventory. And not your inventory, but your attack page, Burbage Kemp. It's the very last
Yeah.
thing down there.
Yeah, and would attuning to it
Yeah,
gave Burbage kind of the understanding of what it describes here? Like, does he-
100%. Yeah,
yeah, he
you
knows
now
this.
know what this does.
All right. Awesome.
Please tell me fucks up things made of fire, not like is a really amazing back scratcher.
You told him about the back scratching thing, Andy? That was supposed to be secret.
As a bonus action, you can scratch your back with it. Yes.
Okay. So
wouldn't
awesome.
suggest
So I'm done attuning, and so can I? Are you saying so? Can I move on this turn?
Yes. We'll say it was the. How about this? We'll say it was the action, but then you can move, and your cunning action, as well would be fine.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Then I will. Yeah. I guess the moment that like the full understanding of the power of the bright fang kind of settles into Burbage's mind, his eyes will kind of snap open, and he springs up and
All right.
yeah goes upstairs.
Yeah, you
does
dash
he,
past Lekempo,
yeah,
who says, "Go get him, boy."
thanks. Are you a ghost?
Shut up.
All right. And yeah, however close to the battle you let me get, I will get.
Yeah, you can rush out outside the doors if you'd like. It's with you, especially with your cunning action.
Right. So let's say that my regular movement took me like out the doors.
Sure. Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Eventually, you're going to come into contact with this guy. So
If you got outside with it, you could take the dodge action, I believe, with your bonus action now.
Very true.
True.
Because you can't hit him.
Yeah, is that true, Andy? I can't hit him.
Yeah, you've already used your action just to finish up the thing.
And I can't at this point. I can't use my cunning action to hit him.
No.
Or no, I guess.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any attacks included in it.
Not
Right,
the
yeah.
pickpocket. Yeah, cunning action doesn't at all.
Gotcha.
You could try to see if it has any
Um,
loose change.
You could pick its pocket. Its fiery pocket.
Cool. I'm trying to think like what like a badass thing would be for him to do. Like, can I hold any part of my turn?
You could also, and I don't know, Andy, you could see what you think of this. If there's a window or something, he could hide inside it. Like on the other side of the door or something to try to have a surprise attack next round.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Or are there any like objects like barrels or something outside the storefront that I could hide
There are
behind?
just a couple that you could hide behind if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do a hide action, I think.
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Expert stealth. Expert stealth.
Which, by the way, at some point, I guess off stream, I want to double check the values that I have put in here on Roll20 for my proficiencies and stuff, because I don't know if they're correct.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway. All right, expert stealth.
Jeez.
That's a 28.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, incredibly stealthy. They're worried about fighting Hikari and Stormbringer. They're not worried about you at all. But now, Burbage, you two see this sort of dark, giant shape that it stands about 20-some feet tall in the flames as well, now that you've come out here.
Scary.
Incredibly. But you feel nice and hidden. All right, Hikari, the nasty man is gonna.
The nasty
Who is the
man.
Man.
Nasty man.
Wow.
Fiery nasty man is coming at you.
You mean the elemental?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who you've just
Sounds like I
unilaterally
was just
declared
about
to
to be
be.
gross or something.
However, it rolled poorly and doesn't hit you at all. And if it had a weapon, it would have broken it.
Nasty man. Back.
Stormbringer, your nasty man. is
Wow.
coming for you.
Yeah, stop saying that.
Yeah.
But a 14 and 11 both miss you as well.
Yep.
The very, very tall figure in the flames solidifies and then begins to step out of the flames. As you now see on the other side
balls.
of this thing, a absolute legit fire giant
Yep.
with a massive great sword, plate armor, flames sort of licking its hair. It is now just sort of looking around at this small city around him. And Charity, from your angle, you're pretty sure you see kind of a grin grow on its face. What also really terrifies you is the beginnings of another incredibly tall, nasty thing in the flames of this this fire column.
Got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Hikari, your turn.
Okay, well, I guess I'll stab at this
Stab away.
fire elemental guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Alright.
22 hits. Yeah, very nice.
Nice.
10 damage.
Oh, and I had a
Solid.
question.
Yeah.
Last time I had cast Shield of Faith for myself, so my armor class went up to 19.
Yeah,
It's not still
it had
active.
worn off. Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then I will bite.
Do a bite.
Ow.
Chomp. An 11 does not hit. All right.
Is this guy ever gonna go down, or?
Someday, yeah.
But is he flickering more, or?
A bit, yeah. He's definitely looking weakened
Okay.
as you're just chopping away at this fire. Charity, your turn.
I have a question.
Please.
As I've been watching the portal, and given my understanding of magic,
Uh-huh.
does this seem like a two-way portal?
Theoretically.
And
Yeah.
does it
It's
have
what he... Yeah.
physical reality? Like, in the sense of, could something be pushed through it?
Theoretically. Yeah. If something was sort of put back into the flames against its will, it's very possible that it might be sent away as well.
Okay.
You're not sure what would, because it's open, you're not sure what would keep it there in that other plane of existence without coming back,
But, at the very least, it also seems like things have been streaming through one at a time. Largely. Right?
yes, yeah.
Bonus action. I'm gonna move the spiritual weapon
Uh-huh.
up to this space and attack the one that Stormbringer is fighting.
Beautiful.
That is a nat 20.
Oh, that is a nat 20.
So let's do a critical hit roll.
You somehow, with your spiritual weapon, slice off a chunk, what it was using as an arm of this thing, and that chunk of fire just falls to the ground and sort of spills across the ground and then is put out.
Nice. So 13 force damage.
All right.
And how are these two looking? The two fire elementals
The
looking?
one, yeah, the one Hikari is fighting looks a little dimmer than this one here.
Oh, a little dimmer. That's reassuring.
I'm not here to reassure you. That ain't my job.
Okay. Charity is going to look at that massive chunk of giant and at these.
Yeah.
And just sort of like, why can't we have nice things? I'm going to activate the spell Telekinesis.
Okay.
I need the giant to make a strength check, not a strength save.
Okay. This is incredible. All right, it critted hits.
Okay.
On it.
What?
Yeah.
How?
So it shook off the telekinetic attempt. It probably didn't even notice it
did.
existed.
Yeah, it did, and it sort of looks now kind of at you. It's definitely can tell where that was coming from. It seems. Yeah.
Do I see this sign of Kylie's mage wares?
Yeah. Uh huh.
Interesting. Gotta keep my eye on that. That's my turn.
All right. All right, Stormbringer.
How fucked up does the fire elemental that I'm fighting look?
It has just recently started to kind of flicker, though it does have one less arm, supposedly. Whatever that means.
But there's a big giant.
Yeah, this Stormbringer, this is the strongest thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like
In
3
real
times as
life.
tall as me. I want to fight it.
I think we know what your character would do.
Fuck it, you guys can
Do
handle the
it,
fire elemental.
Do it.
You guys got this, right? I'm gonna say as I start running over to this fire giant.
Behind you, you're going to hear Charity. Yes, now please get that.
The fire elemental is gonna swing at you as you
Yep.
go by. 17.
Nope.
All right.
I
yeah,
am.
It swings at you, and you just bash this fire away with your shield.
Am I in range of the fire giant now? Things are laid out weird here.
You are. Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at it with my durable battle axe.
All right.
Oh, that's not a good start. I rolled a 10.
Yeah, you just slam straight into his plate armor, and just it goes gong.
Second attack. 19.
All right. 19 does slice through the armor a bit, and you do hit it.
So, 9 points of slashing damage, magical slashing damage.
Excellent. Excellent.
And then it needs to make a DC 17 dex save.
Okay.
Carve him.
All right. He rolled an 8.
So he takes 3 points of lightning damage. I'm gonna kind of shout at him. You're huge! Let's fight! Or arm wrestle. Do you want to... No, fight! Like, I'm probably the most excited anyone's ever seen Stormbringer.
All right. All right. Awesome. At this point, Burbage, what would you like to do? You see these giants emerging from these flames, fire elementals. The town itself seems relatively contained by the might of your friends. Yeah, what is it you'd like to do?
What do you mean by the town itself seems?
You didn't really know what was going on up here. You were worried that
The world
the
isn't
town
on
itself was
fire.
starting to catch fire. But yeah, they've done a great job of containing everything so far.
Cool. I will attack. The closest enemy to me right now,
Okay.
which is this. This
The one that
fire
Stormbringer
elemental.
had been engaged with.
Yeah, you're able
Yeah.
to, from your
What el-
place of hiding, lunge out and attack it.
Is that
Okay.
it?
Cool.
Is that advantage?
It will be advantage.
Fuck yes. End it.
Advantage with, I'm assuming, my bright fang. Yeah.
Right. So do you unsheath
Well-
Bright Fang?
So I guess while I was attuning to it,
Yes.
was I like holding it in my hands?
You were.
Did
It
I
was in
have
its,
to be?
It was in its scabbard again, to a certain extent, because you had to get your hand free of it.
Oh, okay. So it was in the scabbard. I
Yeah.
attuned to it. So it's in the scabbard right now.
Yeah.
And Burbage understands this particular. So for that second part that it says, does that happen automatically or only when I want it to happen?
Only when you want it to happen.
It's a power that I kind of activate,
Yes.
right?
When you
Okay.
draw it, you could choose to do that or not.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I think it makes total sense. Burbage just attuned to this shit, and he's going to draw the bright fang.
Okay.
Do I have to do any kind of movement technically to be within range of this guy?
No. Nope. You are within range.
What I'd like to say is, just in preparation for later turns or something, that maybe I moved along this wall
Sure. Yeah.
and what to lunge out at him.
Okay.
And yeah, I will turn on advantage and do my Bright Fang attack and see what happens.
All right. First attack with Bright Fang. How did you roll 2 ones?
He fumbled both and then re-rolled both because he's a halfling.
Oh, like roll 20 did that automatically?
Yes, he literally had advantage and double fumbled.
That is...
And then it got undone because he was a halfling.
That's weird.
That is fucking wild.
incredible. I don't know what to do.
Well, we'll take the
The 27
from Bright Fang. That definitely hit. Go ahead and give me yeah.
Oh,
give me damage.
The 27. Oh, I
it's
see.
18 plus 9.
It looks like
I
thought it was the 5.
It's a little cocked. The polyhedral rendering engine doesn't quite match up always.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
Oh.
All right, so this. Oh my God.
I don't.
Only
I think I have only ever seen one other. Just as a side note, I think I've only ever seen one double fumble on advantage, and I've sure as hell never seen it with a halfling rolling it.
Yeah, that's insane.
amazing.
I wish that
All
had
right.
turned into double crits, just for the sheer spectrum of that. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, God,
That's-
you're lucky, bro.
Yeah, it's totally in character too, because in the very first episode of this campaign, Burbage, his first roll, his first acrobatics roll was a crit fail.
Yeah.
and you
then
forgot at the time, I think, that you could re-roll them.
Right.
Oh yeah, I didn't know at the time.
But it was,
and
it
then
was perfect.
And then in the next session, I crit hit, and I don't know. Burbage is all over the place. All right, I'm gonna roll
it.
damage.
Thank you.
Please hurt them.
All right.
7 piercing plus 9 cold.
That's going to do 26 damage to.
Oofda.
Is that because of it being cold damage?
Yeah. You are extinguishing this fire with that, and that was one of your short swords. If you drew your other one too, you could attack that as well, or you have sneak attack because it's engaged with the.
It was also
Weapon.
surprised.
And it was surprised.
Yeah, so I will do sneak attack on the
All
Bright
right.
Fang attack. And that's another 14.
All right.
That was 30.
And then I'll use
All
my
right.
offhand short sword.
Okay.
40.
Or, I guess it has to be the offhand short sword, right?
Yeah. Beautiful.
That shouldn't have had advantage, though, should it?
No. How
Or-
does that work? Does the second attack of a hidden creature? I don't think so.
I don't think it does. It would be based on what you wanted to rule for the fact that it just got an ice tooth shoved up its stomach.
Let's say that. Let's say you kept your advantage only because it wasn't expecting such incredible amounts of damage so quickly.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So we can take the higher roll.
Yeah, so 23 hits.
23. Oh. That's another 5 piercing damage.
All right. Oh, it is barely able to keep its form. It is so weakened by all of this. And that everyone else, as Burbage had drawn the sword, everyone else sort of felt this kind of whoosh of cold air rushing all around them, and it felt good in a very, very harsh, hot environment currently. All right. So this fire elemental is definitely going to turn on you, Burbage. A 20 will hit you, I believe,
Yeah.
and do 6 fire damage. But of course, you saw the attack coming. Don't forget about that.
That's my uncanny. Is that my uncanny dodge or the effect of the ring?
Oh, that's the dodge.
Uncanny dodge.
Oh yeah, no, the ring is something else entirely. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah.
So I take
and then Hikari.
3 then, right?
Yes, 3 fire damage. And Hikari,
Yep.
It just keeps bashing into your shield, but it's not actually hurting you at all. It's just trying to kind of wear you down a bit.
Elemental angry.
No damage.
Okay.
And then Stormbringer.
Yeah.
This thing heaves its massive great sword off of its back, and just comes straight down on you, with a 23.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, that'll be 29 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
What's half of 29?
14.
Thank you.
And then it, with terrifying quickness, brings the greatsword up again, trying to slash at you. And another 23 is going to do 27 slashing
You rolled
damage.
23 2 times in a row.
13 damage.
Thank you.
This massive thing is just doing whatever it can, and you can tell it looks shocked that it didn't just end you with this.
Yeah, fight me!
There's something a tiny bit like fear washing over its face very quickly. But that fear is very quickly subsided as it looks back to the giant figure standing still in the flames that is now formed. And stepping out of the column is another fire giant, only with 2 gigantic molten shields at either side of it. Hikari, what would you like to do?
Keep slashing at this guy until
Dude.
he goes down.
Alright.
Apparently he's the world's strongest fire elemental.
Okay. Well, you've been basically soloing this guy.
I'm very
18
persistent.
hits? Yeah, 18 hits.
Okay, let me roll damage here. Doo, doo, doo.
13 damage. Alright.
Okay. And then
Try to bite.
can I do Fiendblade opposite attack as my bonus?
Oh, no. That's the opportunity.
Opportunity. Thank you. Sorry, I saw OP. I just assumed it meant opposite.
No, you can do that, or if you want to cast your shield again, that's a bonus action, I believe.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast my. Well, let me get there. Shield of Faith, because
Okay.
then that takes my AC up.
It certainly does, and with these 2 gigantic, nasty things now.
Do I need to actually press it?
Go ahead, just so we remember. But we'll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did that do it?
Perfect. Yep. Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Cool.
All right. And I assume you're going to hold your ground.
Yes.
Excellent. Charity.
Well, balls. That sure is a thing. Spiritual weapon is
All right.
going to attack the one that it's right by, the one that Burbage has also just surprised the ever loving hell out of. The sword is the spiritual weapon's also going to sort of like wave at Burbage.
Okay. Yeah.
29 to hit,
Certainly hits.
I wink at the sword.
14 force damage.
That's enough to disperse the flames. It is dead.
I need the one that Stormbringer is fighting to make a strength check again.
Okay.
against a 17.
Oh, he rolled a 9? Oh my gosh.
You're going to see it as it's like smashed at Stormbringer, and I sort of picture it chuckling, and then for just a second it goes completely rigid, and then floats gently off the ground as Charity looks at it.
Okay.
I can move it up to 30 feet. I want to cram it back down the hole.
Okay. I love it. You put it straight into the flames again, and you do feel it does kind of have a directionality almost, where when you first saw the Afridi dive into it, he went straight down into it.
Like it's
So
a
if you
pool.
if you put it in it and then just sink it, you see it it's trying its best to move its arms to catch itself. But you're pretty sure you've banished it for now, back into its shadowy realm.
Sure, just going to sort of wipe the corner of his mouth. Pretty sure it's going to come back. But,
that delays it. Yeah.
Good news for now. Slight headache.
That was a massive, massive undertaking. That's impressive.
And Charity's gonna actually like step back again, and is gonna start like looking in the window at Kylie's mage wares.
Okay.
Trying to see if there's something useful.
You see kind of Kylie's mage wares is kind of disheveled a bit, like whoever Kylie was had to leave very, very quickly, and grabbed definitely several things off of stands that are now empty, you notice. But you do feel like you see kind of an older wand with kind of an odd sort of bauble as the very tip of it.
Mike down! Mike down!
I can't hold this thing all night.
At the just sort of within the door.
Do I think I could like grab it and check it? I've used I think
if you were to get the door open, sure.
Okay, so I'll move. I'm not in it's this is the problem with 10-foot squares.
Yeah.
But like I'm right up against the door.
Yeah. You check the door too, but it does appear locked.
Okay. Given that, do I see a window or anything easy to smash?
Yeah. The door itself has a window on it that you could break.
Probably rule I can't do that with movement, yeah?
Yeah, if you don't, I mean, it might hurt you, actually, a little bit, because you're not trying to be too careful about it, but I would rule that as movement, if you're willing to risk a little bit of injury.
Yeah, I'll do that. Just sort of put my elbow through the window.
Alright, just take 3 damage.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of blood, but but you're able to unlock the door even with that from the inside.
And I'm basically, I'll just say that was like my last 10 feet of movement, so I'm just sort of there by the open door now.
Cool, yeah. Stormbringer.
Oh, it left. I was fighting it. I scared it. Okay.
Sure did!
And riding high from that, thinking I scared the other fire giant away, I'm gonna go fight the one with the 2 shields.
Alright.
So,
you rush up to that. It braces itself as you're running up toward it, and it just basically like sticks both of its shields in the ground in front of you.
yeah, you look tough, but your other guy looked tough too, and he left. So fight me! And I'm gonna swing at it with my durable battle axe.
All right, please.
23?
Yeah, you're able to somehow find an opening past the shields and cleave into this giant thing.
Sweet, so 14 points of damage.
Excellent.
Second attack. Wow, that was a fumble.
Was a fumble.
You have inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration. I don't want to risk
That's
breaking my
probably
weapon.
wise. Yeah, it's probably wise. Alright,
So a
Okay.
9, which is
It's a
almost
9.
a fumble, but not.
A 9 just clangs against one of its
Yeah.
shields.
And then it needs to make
you're
a
kind of
DC 17 dex save.
Alright. I'm sure this thing is the most dexterous of things. It rolled a 19, actually.
So it will only take 1 point of lightning damage.
Alright.
On the other hand, at least the delta was as small as it could be.
Yeah.
Alright. Burbage Kemp.
I moved the wrong way earlier.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna move up within melee range of this elemental
Okay.
and try to hit it with my Bright Fang, and I will have sneak attack since Akari is there,
Absolutely, yeah.
But not advantage.
but not advantage, correct.
Correct. Yeah, you just see this thing.
It
Yeah,
sat
I
on
saw
the
that
20
20,
face
yeah.
for a while, and I'm like, yeah,
So close.
yeah.
23?
Certainly hits it, yeah. You just see this thing pounding into Hikari's shield. And as it's doing that, you're just very quickly able to jab up under where it would have ribs. Alright.
It's 10
and with
piercing and
that,
6 cold, but it
Yeah.
does how much damage to him?
That'll be a total of 22 damage. And with that, you disperse then the flames.
I'm gonna say it's the most important number, Burbage. Enough.
Enough. It was exactly
Nice.
22, yeah. And then, yeah, it tries one more time to just bash into Hikari, but you stab it, and then Hikari, you just see the flames just sort of melt all around you onto the ground, and then just disperse into nothing.
Awesome. Finally.
Cool. I'll give Hikari a quick badass nod. And then I don't know if you'll let me do this. Well, I guess I could. I'm thinking that I would like to maybe drop my offhand short sword
Okay.
and wield my offhand crossbow
Okay.
in its stead. And can I still attack with that this turn?
Yes. That if you drop your short sword,
Yeah, I drop my
Yeah.
offhand.
yeah, I'll let you fire that.
Cool. Then I'll try to hit this thing with one of my walloping bolts. Da-da-da-da.
Nice.
That
27.
hits. Yeah.
So I'll do damage.
And it's engaged, and you can use sneak attack damage.
I only get sneak
Uh,
attack
you
on
already
the
used
one
it, didn't
attack.
Did you? You just rolled your
Yeah, he
base
used it on
damage.
the- Oh no!
Oh,
you didn't use
I
it.
didn't.
You
have
didn't need
roll
to.
sneak
It
attack.
died on the
You
base
have to.
attack.
You're right.
Oh,
All right. That
nice.
hits for 2, and then sneak attack.
2 pierce. Sneak attack. Holy. Oh wow, 24.
Damn rogues, man.
He rolled
Um,
almost max damage on that.
And then I'll give you a D20 for the walloping bolt.
All right.
Damn.
That's a 4.
Yeah. Yeah. As it's braced against Stormbringer, you see an opening just kind of behind its helmet at its neck, and you shoot your crossbow bolt right into there. It sort of rears back and is looking around for what creature did this to it.
I'll give it a little wave.
Okay. All right, Stormbringer. This massive dreadnought.
Did you skip me?
No, you're next. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
This massive dreadnought, is going to just slam into you with its fire shield.
Bring it.
Both rolled 28. I assume those.
Yeah,
hit.
those will both hit.
All right. It's trying to just drive you into the ground as it's slamming its shield into you. That'll be 22 bludgeoning and 8 fire for one of them.
Okay.
And 19 bludgeoning and 7 fire for the other.
9 and 3 on that.
Okay.
Yeah, and it again, it looks very pleased with itself. As the dark shape of its friend seems to materialize again behind you, within the flames.
Cool.
All right. But it's not going to move this turn because it took everything it had to get back here. Hakari, your turn.
Okay.
You see this massive, nasty man in front of you.
Stop saying that.
This dirty,
I'm not
dirty,
gonna
nasty
reply
man.
to you anymore.
Oh,
Okay.
Adam, can this episode be called Hakari and the Nasty Man?
Jesus Christ.
We'll
Hakari,
see.
Hakari and the Fiery Nasty Men.
You know, this is the second time that something Hikari related has resulted in a potential episode title, and I'm not committing to this one. I already have one episode title that's going to be called The Hell and the Fire from Yup. Thanks,
Yes.
thanks to you, go away.
Thank you, Adam. I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Hakari, what are you doing?
I guess I'll. Which giant looks like, the least hurt?
The least hurt?
Yeah.
Probably the guy that just appeared in the fire. You're not even sure you can actually
I thought
quite
that
step
was
into
okay.
that and
I
attack
thought that
him.
was good.
No, this
He
guy
was first.
just because Galway put him back into.
Oh,
the fire.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
He just came back.
so him. Can I reach him inside that?
Well, you'd have to step inside.
No.
this
Okay, then I'll
column
go up to
fire.
the other guy. I
Cool.
thought he was accessible.
Might
And
be. But you don't know what happens when you do that.
and I will. I guess I'll go ahead and just try to slash at him.
All right. A 21 just hits.
Nice.
Jesus.
I hate you so much.
I love it. 14 damage. All right. Very nice.
And then I will.
Try to bite. it.
Yeah, I'll just try to bite him, I guess.
All right.
Nibble that leg.
Nibble, nibble.
Ah.
Oh dear.
I'm guessing no.
That did not quite hit.
Uh,
Do you have an inspiration you want to reuse?
yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I feel like that's a worthy time when you're biting
It's a crit.
a
Oh, I thought it
giant.
was 7.
No,
Never mind.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, reroll then.
So reroll. Oops, sorry, I was
Goodbye.
going up to the wrong thing. Okay.
That is much better.
24 does hit. You sink your teeth into this thing.
I'm sure he tastes awesome.
He
Alright.
tastes like you know when you like cook a hot dog but like way too long on a grill.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, he tastes like
It
that.
tastes like char?
Yeah.
Like, you're referring to char, Andy. It's not good.
All right.
It's carcinogenic.
You feel that he's able to fight off the poison, as fire giants are incredibly constitutional things.
They've got rigorous governmental policy.
Rigorous government.
The poison didn't cause any damage?
No, you don't think so.
Well, I don't think so, or...
You're pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
You normally, when you bite into this, see your poison sort of create like a black mark on these things. And
Okay.
this, you were just barely able to get through his armor, find a weak spot, but it didn't work. All right, Charity.
I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon into range of the one that's appearing
Gotcha.
in the fire and take a swing at it. Sorry, telekinesis is easily like the most complicated spell I've ever cast, so I have to like keep its description up in front of me. 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 7 force damage.
Okay, hold on. All right.
I think you know what I'm going to say, but he needs to make a strength check
Sure thing.
against a 14.
He rolled a 21.
Okay. And then can I grab the wand that I see?
Sure. Yeah. Within the you absolutely grab it.
Do I have any sense of what it is?
Yeah. Give me a quick Arcana check.
Okay. That's a nat 20.
Holy shit. It's a wand of wonder.
Which means?
You can cast it, and you roll a d100, and a sort of random effect will appear. Generally, this is a harmful effect toward the thing you're casting it against.
That's fun.
Do I have any concept of how like powerful it is with that nat 20?
Yeah, I mean it ranges from basically like fairy fire to lightning bolts and fireballs and
Okay.
some weirder things in between.
But for example, I don't have the sense with that I'm like, why the hell would I not just, toll the dead instead of this?
Yeah, it can be very, very useful. It's mostly a oh shit item.
Yeah,
like oh god, please help us do something.
Well, and that's why I was double checking, because I wanted to make sure it was that kind of thing, as opposed to, oh look, you hit them with, gust of wind. Yeah.
Nope, that's one of them.
I imagine, but sorry, I was more going with just like a gentle breeze type thing, where it's like
quite like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Often.
Okie doke.
But yeah.
Okay, good times.
All right.
And I don't think I have to attune to that or anything, right?
No, this you don't have to. There's been some interesting crit hits tonight.
Yeah. Best moment still is the double fumble that turned into a hit.
Yeah.
Halflings, man.
All right, Stormbringer.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at the. Well, I guess they're actually both kind of in range of me now, aren't they?
Yes.
Do I feel like the one without shields is probably easier to hit?
Yes. Yeah, you definitely feel that.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at him then.
Okay.
Nice.
26.
Certainly hits, yeah.
10 points of magical slashing damage.
All right.
You ran away from me once, you should run away again! Run
I
away!
didn't want to.
I mean, obviously you did! Because you did, so... Second attack.
All right.
Ooh, yeah!
Another crit hit.
And I have, I think it's, what is it called? Improved crit or something for?
Brutal critical. You roll another die of that type, I
Yeah,
believe.
so I roll an additional weapon damage die when determining the extra damage for a critical hit with
Okay.
melee attack. So I guess first roll on the table, because I don't know where the table is still.
Oh yeah, I'll get that.
I just knocked back a
Holy
giant.
shit.
Amazing.
All right.
And then I
Plus
need to roll
another
an
D8.
additional d8.
Yeah. And then
So-
3 more, too.
Yeah, so
18.
18 points of damage.
Jeez.
This is why you're supposed to be scared of me! Or why you are scared of me. Yeah!
Sort of, yeah, you slam so hard into this thing that even though it was like kind of bracing against your attack, his whole body just moves, digs into the dirt as you shove it back 5 feet. This thing has never had that happen to it. So it does look a bit more concerned about you than normal.
Is it still within 10 feet of me? It's not with the measurement because the squares are weird, but I only knocked it back 5 feet, not 10 feet.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll say it's still
Okay.
around here. Yeah.
So it should make a DC 17 dex save.
Okay. It rolled a 12.
Okay, so take 2 points of lightning damage on top of all that. I'm the storm! Yeah! Fight me or run away!
Nice. Yeah, as you say that, thunder cracks in the sky as the clouds have formed. Again, typically above Stormbringer.
Cool, and that's my turn.
Burbage.
Cool. I think I will start my turn trying to shoot this guy that Stormbringer just pushed back with my offhand crossbow.
Okay.
And again, I'll try it as a walloping bolt. All right.
Another
There's
crit.
something wrong with roll 20.
There's something
Or
right.
something right.
There's something so right.
Yeah. It knows that. Oh man.
Wow. The very next attack is going to get a plus D4 to hit. So it'll probably be
Alright.
your next attack.
Okay, so
This
That-
giant is having a bad fucking day.
I feel like he should be like legitimately scared of us at this point. We keep critting on him.
This is pretty intense.
I also stuffed him down a hole. Contested by his strength.
this is wild. Okay,
Uh,
so
Is that engaged with the sword? So does that sneak attack?
Yeah, it could sneak attack, yeah.
And crits will affect the sneak attack damage too.
That's true. Yeah, you'll double that as well.
it will double the sneak attack damage.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
it's nasty.
Holy-
Rogue,
You're gonna like kick his ass.
rogues are indeed the nasty
All right.
boys.
Well, let's take one thing at a time. I'm going to roll damage on the crossbow.
Okay.
Near max.
All right, 11.
I will. Yeah. I'll do sneak attack.
Okay.
So you can just roll it
Me
twice.
twice. Yeah.
15 plus 16, that's 31.
Plus the original 11, 42.
In one.
And it was a walloping bolt.
And the
That's true.
walloping bolt. Let's see what happens.
Left four.
That
Okay.
does not wallop.
Oh.
But
Trying to-
that's all with just my offhand attack.
Yeah.
That is wild. Okay, so a question about the spiritual weapon. So it's spiritual, does that mean it's not like physical? Does it not have physical shape that Burbage can interact with? I mean, it's interacting with bad guys, so it must have some kind of physical shape to it, right?
Yeah, I imagine it has.
We've
yeah,
said
a
before that
physical
Stormbringer could try to wield it.
presence. Right, yeah.
It didn't work,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it is shaped like the Oni's glaive.
What I'm wondering is if I could. I mean, this is needlessly.
But I love
elaborate.
it.
I want to because it's like, is it like hovering midair?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to run up it and jump onto the giant's back
Okay.
and attack its head with my bright fang.
Okay.
So
All
My
right,
si-
first. Yeah.
yeah, my second story work should apply to
Sure.
the climbing
The
aspect of
batshit
it.
crazy.
Yeah, just
Um,
give me an acrobatics check.
Sure, and I'll do my.
I feel like the weapon is somehow pantomiming the upsy daisy motion.
Yeah.
It's a 15
15
acrobatics.
is great. You're able to scamper up this thing. You sort of shimmy up it, and it even kind of flicks you up a little bit more.
Yeah.
So that you're able to land on this giant. And I'll give you advantage on this attack.
Nice. Advantage, Bright Fang.
And a 25 hits.
And wait, does the memorable affect the damage or the attack?
The attack, yeah.
Okay, so I basically didn't end up needing
No.
that memorable. Okay. So that's 10 piercing, 7 cold on my end.
Yeah, you see it. You stab into kind of the back of its neck under, just over its plate mail, and you just see these kind of ice shards, just erupt underneath its skin, of this thing. Yeah, you're now on top of it, riding it for a moment, and. It's going to kind of step aside. So both Stormbringer and the magic weapon are going to get opportunity attacks. And Burbage, you're just kind of riding it for a moment.
18 to hit.
I got a 26.
And 26 both hit.
When I stabbed it, I said, looks like somebody's got head cold.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
Weird.
Alright.
Is it dead? I feel like we've done a ton of damage on it this round.
Oh, you've done a ton of damage on it, yeah.
Does it look seriously screwed up at least?
I mean, it looks pretty hurt, yeah.
Does it look terrified of Burbage?
Yeah, Burbage. It's gonna go ahead and it's gonna grab you. So go ahead and give me either an athletics or an acrobatics check to try to wiggle out of it.
This is grappling.
Yeah,
Squat nimbleness comes into play.
that's true.
Yeah, so I have advantage on my acrobatics. Sure.
Yes, I just remember everyone else's character too. 26.
26.
he grabs you in his fist and throws you as hard as he can at this building over here.
Ooh.
But
Please take this much bludgeoning damage as you go through one of the walls of this building.
What? Oh man.
Well, this is obviously our last episode, folks. If you want to tell our DM how much you hate him because you won't be able to listen to us anymore, please pile it on.
Does that count as an attack that I can uncanny dodge?
Yeah.
I mean,
yes?
with my acrobatics roll that high, like
Yeah.
I'll let you tuck and roll that. So you take half of that.
so, tuck and roll.
yeah.
So, 10.
Yeah, you'll take 10 damage then from that. And you just are like in like a small bakery. There's flour everywhere. Dust from the destruction of the wall that's crumbling now in front of you. And you barely are able to kind of open your flour-filled eyes to see the giant now just flipping you off. And he now takes his great sword and slams it straight into Stormbringer.
Rude.
I'm gonna be like, well, at least this time I'm not covered in pickle juice.
Does a 19 hit you?
If it's my AC exactly, then it hits, right?
It does. Yep.
Then yeah.
So that'll be 24 slashing damage at you.
Okay.
All right, Hakari.
Yep.
This one is the one with the giant shields is going to turn to you and just start trying to pound you now into the ground with his shields. 22 will hit both times. So that's a total of 42 bludgeoning damage. And 12 fire, but for you that'll just be 6.
Really softens the blow when you put it that way, Andy.
yeah.
I mean,
So, I'm sorry, what was it total?
A total of it'll be a total of 48 damage.
I'm trying
Alright.
to do math in my head right now.
The flames of the giant column of fire diminish and start to now swirl down and completely disappear as a somewhat smaller figure than the giants is now standing in the middle
for God's
of
sake.
this thing. It is the Afridi from before. And then, Hakari, it is your turn.
Hold on, I'm still doing the math.
From the...
Please hold. Math in progress.
All right.
I'm going. Alright, I'll stab at him, I guess. Well, no. No.
Ooh, something else in mind.
I'm gonna try and cast blindness on him.
Oh, on the guy here. All right, yeah. Give me go ahead and cast that spell, and let me see what it takes. All right.
It doesn't roll, does it?
I think it rolls a Constitution saving throw.
No, I meant for me. Yeah, because they have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
roll. Okay.
This guy. He rolled a 13.
Don't think that's enough.
I don't believe it is. I believe you've struck this guy
He's blind.
Wow, okay.
Now let's see him hit me.
If you want to, you're able to move away from him too.
Since he's blind, he won't get an opportunity attack, right?
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
He's not going to be able to swing at you.
Okay, so I'll just move back out of his range. How much far do I have to go?
Here or there, yeah.
Okay.
So now you have a little distance between the two of you. All right, Charity, what would you like to do?
My spiritual weapon is gonna peer almost around the fire giant's shoulder to check where Burbage is.
Right.
And then float into range with the big giant again.
Okay.
The big giant. Sorry. I was looking at the two tokens between the Afridi and the giant, so I decided to describe him as the big one.
Yep, the big one.
And it's going to make an attack. 17.
All right.
Does that hit?
Yes, that hits. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, no. I believe it's 19. Yeah, I'm sorry. That is.
Okay. How hurt does the sword wielding giant look?
He looks pretty hurt. Yeah. He did throw Burbage really, really hard and slam into Stormbringer, but he's now kind of leaning on his sword a little bit.
Okay. He needs to make a strength check.
Okay.
Against a 16.
He rolled a 9. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So, fun times, everybody, and I'm going to let you decide how you rule this happens.
Okay.
He's going to float up and over 15 feet so that he's over the circle.
Okay.
And then he is going to smash back to the ground.
Okay.
From
Awesome.
15 feet up with the weight of that guy on top of his friend.
Absolutely, yeah. From 15 feet up, let's do 5d6 to both of them. So go ahead and roll 5d6 and I'll apply that to both of them.
17.
All right.
And this time it makes sense to say it this way. The big dude is restrained still.
Okay. Excellent, excellent. And any movement?
I'd moved like 10 feet just to get out of the store.
Oh, okay. Stormbringer.
You should have gone back in the fire when you had the chance. I'm gonna swing at the restrained guy. I don't get any bonuses for him being restrained, right?
You get advantage.
You get advantage, yeah.
Which one
Nice.
is restrained?
The giant.
Yeah.
The main giant here.
Oh, okay.
I
And
think
what's
I
he
still
restrained?
missed.
18 hits, I think.
18?
does it, yeah.
What's he restrained by? The sword?
My mind.
Yeah, Charity's
Oh,
brain.
okay.
Oh, nice.
10 points of magical slashing damage.
That is enough to kill this thing.
Yeah! Should have ran when you could have ran. Run!
Over from the other side of the square, you see Charity giving you a thumbs up.
Sweet. Okay. And I'm going to turn my battlefield rage joy onto the other giant.
All right.
Which you also have
So-
advantage against because it's blind.
It is
Right.
Sorry, yeah.
Sweet. Okay. So durable battle axe on. Does a 19 hit?
Ooh, I'm afraid it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he should make a DC 17 dex save.
Okay.
Does blinded interact with that? This is literally, I don't remember. I'm looking it up. It can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight, and attack rolls have advantage against it, have advantage. Attack rolls that it makes have disadvantage, so it doesn't mention saves.
Okay. It rolled an 8 though.
But it's
So
still
it'll
not
take
super dexterous.
3 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And I think that if I moved back slightly from it, it wanted to get an attack of opportunity because it can't see me.
Yeah. At this being so big and you guys so small.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
It'd be more likely to hit
wouldn't
its own
know
foot.
Where to begin?
Then I'm just
Yeah.
gonna move back from it a bit.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Beautiful. All right, Burbage Kemp.
Um, guess I will leave my fang drawn for now. I feel like I need this cold damage.
It's been pretty amazing, certainly.
Yeah. So I'm gonna shoot at the other giant with my offhand crossbow.
Okay.
You have advantage. Oh.
Ooh, a 12. I had advantage because it's blinded.
And we can't hear you if you're saying anything, Andy.
Nope. Yeah, a 12. A 12 doesn't hit. Yeah, definitely. Just ricochets off one of its shields.
Okay. And then I'm going to... I guess I can't... Can I get within melee range of it this turn?
With your... Well, you've already used your bonus action, pretty much.
Yeah, so
yeah.
no.
So 10, 20, 30, not quite.
Alright, so... What I'm going to do is I'm going to...
Although technically you haven't made an attack, so you could dash and get there.
But you then wouldn't be able to attack.
Right.
Can I still use my cunning action? Like, can my
No,
offhand...
it's a bonus. Yeah, that's a bonus.
Well,
action.
well, can't the offhand attack have been just my attack?
Oh, sure, I guess. Yeah.
Because
If you're
I'm
not
just
going to...
I'm just calling it my offhand crossbow because if
Right.
I'm assuming the bright fang is in my main hand,
Right.
you know.
Yeah,
what I
that's fine. No, that's fine. You can do that.
So I've still got cunning action. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move along the wall here of these buildings
Okay.
as my regular movement.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to hide, I think.
Okay.
I don't know what's over here that I can hide behind. Especially
there's
if I'm,
definitely-
if I'm
yeah.
covered in flour. Is there anything like white that I can like try to blend into?
Not a lot that's white over here, but yeah. You can hide behind some crates and stuff.
Then I shake off as much of the flour as I can while I
Okay.
run, and then dive behind some crates.
All right, give me a stealth.
Stealth check.
Jesus.
30.
Okay. It's pretty good. All right. Okay. This guy is going to roll his Constitution saving throw again. He rolled a 26 this time, so he's able to shake off your blindness. He's no longer blind.
Oh, awesome.
But that's still the end of his turn, so.
Yeah, that'll be the end of his turn. And then Charity, you see the Afriti rise up about 40 feet in the air, and is casting a spell.
He's casting a spell?
Yes.
As in, is it, like, it's gonna go off?
Yes.
Okay. So, no, he's not.
Okay.
I counterspell.
Okay. I think you have to roll for a sufficiently high enough one.
Yeah, let me just get counterspell
Yeah.
procced in the chat there. 10 plus the spell's level. Ability check using...
Yeah, go ahead and make your ability check. It's a 4th level spell.
I will use
no.
my inspiration.
Okay. That was a crit miss. Oh, a 9 does not quite do it.
Let me just double check one thing.
Okay.
Okay, nope. Alright. Yeah, that's... I don't have anything else on that. Disappear.
Is that enough? Are we...
What's up?
Is this spell gonna go off?
Yeah, the spell's gonna go off.
Okay. All right. There's now a giant wall of fire, that now kind of separates Hakari and Charity from Stormbringer and Burbage.
Where did that come from?
From the spell.
Yeah, it's from this nasty boy up here.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
I can't help it.
Stop!
I can't help it.
From this nasty
Yes,
boy
you
right
can.
here.
It's now catching some of the buildings on fire up here a little bit. Charity or Akari, you see, up here it's starting to catch some of the buildings on fire, and the wall of fire is pointed toward Hakari Charity, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Meaning that you guys are taking all the heat is coming off of it from this side. On the other side, you guys can't pass through it, but there's not heat emitting from it. Does that make sense?
Can't pass through it or shouldn't pass through it?
You shouldn't, but I suppose that's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's about 40 feet in the air. The wall of fire is about 20 feet high and 60 feet long as it kind of winds around there. All right, that is all of their turn though. Hakari Demarian, what would you like to do?
But the wall of fire wouldn't affect like spells going through it and stuff, would it?
No, you just can't see through it, so you'd have to deal with that. But,
Well, what would that be, disadvantage? Or
well, it depends. Like, you can't target something you can't see. But if it's like an area effect spell,
guiding bolt would not work.
Guiding bolt wouldn't work very well on this guy. But you do have sight on this guy.
On the Afriti, can
Yeah.
you get rid of that dead guy? He's like right on top
The
of him.
dead guy.
Is he literally laying on top of him?
Nah, he's like,
Well, he was
Okay.
originally.
yeah, he was.
Okay, yeah, I'll go for. He's not as powerful as the giant, though.
That is incorrect. That is extremely incorrect.
Okay, I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that. He's
He's
so much
very, very
littler.
massive.
I just
He's
assumed.
he's the leader.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Real quick, Hagari, I do need you to make a dexterity saving throw as you start your turn
Why?
next to the wall of fire. Oh, no, I'm sorry.
was gonna
Ends
say-
its turn. You end your turn. So if you were to stay here or anywhere within 10 feet of this wall of fire,
Yeah.
you would.
I was gonna say you never give me a chance to leap
Burn
back
up.
or anything.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
So should I
Some spells
move
don't.
first? I'll just move closer away, however much away I need to be away to the Afridi guy.
Okay.
And then,
And then you could shoot him with your guiding bolt if you
yeah,
want.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do. Just my computer is so slow.
All right.
There we go.
A 15. He is able to just moves and shifts to the side as your guiding bolt streaks just past him.
So doesn't he have to roll a saving throw though?
No, that one's just an attack roll on your part.
Oh,
Theoretically, you could re-roll it if you had inspiration.
I don't have inspiration.
Okay.
I just used it.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it. Your turn. And Charity.
The Ifriti is going to need to make a strength check.
All right.
Tested by a 14.
It's a 24 on his part.
Okay. The spiritual weapon will float up and take a swipe at him.
Okay. Can you move it 40 feet? I think so, right?
Well, it was already like 10 feet off the ground.
Yeah, we're good with that.
16 to hit.
16 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay. That's fun. That's fine. And that'll probably do it for me.
Okay.
Which I'm gonna 20 feet to the east.
Stormbringer.
Okay. I'm gonna get in between the giant and Burbage
Probably.
and yell at it. We killed one of you, we're gonna kill you too! But you could run away! Like the other one tried to.
No.
And swing at it with my durable battle axe. Oops, I shouldn't have had advantage. Does an 11 hit?
It does not, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
Second attack. Oh, another 11. Thanks, dice. Okay. Make a DC 17 dex saving throw.
He rolled a 14.
Okay, so he'll take 5 points of lightning damage. That's my
Right.
turn.
Excellent. Burbage Kemp.
How tall is the wall of fire?
20 feet tall.
How
About
tall
as
is the
tall
fire?
as this guy.
Yeah, how tall is the fire giant?
25.
So Hikari can
Um,
see him perfectly.
Not perfectly, but barely. Yeah.
Yeah, but she can see 5 feet of him. He's over the wall.
Yeah, her angle, if she stepped back a little bit, she'd have like 3/4 cover.
Okay.
You'd have 3/4 cover.
Do we need to call a geometry teacher? This is a classic case of angles.
If you're 20 feet away from a wall that's 20 feet high, can you see 5 feet over that wall on the other side?
I will try to shoot this guy with my offhand crossbow.
All right.
And I'm hidden, so I have advantage.
Aye.
Walloping bolt?
Yeah, it'll be a walloping bolt. And I'll get sneak attack too if it hits. 25.
Oh, a 25 does hit.
Alright, I'll roll damage. 3 piercing.
Okay.
And sneak attack. 18.
Very nice.
And I'll give you a d20.
You got him below 100 hit points.
Fuck you,
What?
Andy. That you just made my heart sink. And at 17 fucking doesn't hit the walloping bolt.
I'm afraid not.
Okay. What what do I have to do to try to reproduce the badass moment with a spiritual weapon by like climbing up Stormbringer and like with a running jump and like high jumping up onto this fire giant's back
Yeah.
to try to
You would
stab
need
it in the
very,
back.
very good roll to try to do that, but
An acrobatics roll.
an acrobatics roll, definitely, yeah.
$28.
That's 28 is very, very good though. Yeah, if you want, yeah, you're able to run up her Stormbringer. You kind of know what this is, so you just stand as fast as you can and launch him up.
Just like you're
able
throwing him at that prison crystal.
Yeah. And Burbage, you're able to launch onto kind of one of his pauldrons.
How high up on him will you let me get?
You're on his shoulders.
Yeah, you're about his shoulder. Yeah.
You're on a pauldron.
Cool. And I'm gonna try to stab him with my bright fang.
All right.
And yeah, I don't think I have advantage anymore. That is a bad roll.
That,
I'm going
afraid
to use.
you're not able.
I'm going to use my
Oh.
inspiration.
Oh, okay. Inspiration.
So fuck you, Andy. That was a bad inspiration. That
afraid
gave
the
me
13.
13.
You're just unable to pierce through his incredible armor.
All right. Well, yeah. Burbage doesn't have anything clever to say in this case.
Okay.
He's real concerned because now he's up here.
On the other hand, this dude can't throw you.
It's true. Yeah, his
He's holding shields.
prevent that. Yeah.
True. Cool. All right. Well, I guess that's my turn.
All right. You see him kind of like he's really upset that you're on his shoulders. He's trying to figure out a way to kind of get you off. And then you see him just step straight into the wall of fire with you on him. And he emerges the other side, Hikari. And he's gonna try to bash you with his shields. A 17 misses you because of your shield, but a 23 hits you. Hikari, please take 18 bludgeoning damage and 8 fire, which will be 4. So a total of 22 damage to you.
Wait, I do have one slot.
You have 2? Oh my gosh.
Don't sound surprised about that, bastard. Oh my gosh, I didn't know you were dying.
I didn't know you were dying. Okay, the Afridi then moves closer to you, Charity.
Can I swing at him with the sword as he moved?
Oh, yes, please.
I was gonna say
18.
the giant.
18.
18, yeah. That does hit.
11 force damage. And is he concentrating on anything?
He is. Oh, wait, is Wall of Fire concentration?
Wall of Fire is definitely
It
concentration.
is. Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
Like, if that's legit the Wall of Fire spell, then yeah, he's concentrating.
Okay. And his concentration is 20. He kept concentration. All right. Okay, then he's going to hurl these horrible motes of flame at you, Charity. A 15 and a 16.
Both hit.
So that'll be a total of 25 fire damage.
Okay.
All right, Hikari, your turn.
So the wall of fire's still there?
Yes.
But it doesn't hurt you till the end of your turn.
True. Oof. All right, with a Fiend Blade swing and a 13, that does not quite penetrate his terrifying armor. However, you are able to bite furiously at him with a 23 and pierce through this. I don't believe he's immune to.
You said that the
He-
one guy was immune to it, so why wouldn't he be immune to poison?
Different
'cause
stat
those
blocks.
are fire elementals.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They don't
I
actually
thought you
have.
said. I swear that the last giant, I bit him, and you said he was immune to poison.
No, he wasn't immune. He saved on his constitution.
Oh, okay.
This guy did not.
I was like,
Nope, you're good. So
Okay.
you bite into him and are just like, "Ah!" Into his leg and inject some poison in him. All right, Charity. You see Hikari barely up at this point. A giant wall of fire behind a terrifying thing. You don't know exactly where Stormbringer is. You can't really see her. And this Afridi now singling you out, Charity, is what it looks like. This looks really, really, really bad. Yeah, just letting you know.
Double checking something, sorry. I'm going to move to here, 20 feet, so I'm moving sort of to the front of the shops.
Okay.
And then I am going to overcast Healing Word as a 3rd level spell and twin it onto Hikari and Burbage,
Okay.
just to describe all of what I'm doing and then figure out how to do that in Roll20. There we go.
Beautiful. All right.
So that'll be 13 healing to both of them.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And then for my action, I need the Afridi to make a strength save.
Okay.
Or not save, sorry, strength check.
Check.
Important difference. Against a
Know
17.
that Afridi are just about as strong as fire giants. He rolled a 16.
He is restrained.
Oh, okay.
Just sort of going to look at him and I'm actually going to let me double check, sorry, a distance.
All right.
I'm going to push him out the other side of the wall then,
Okay.
so that he's over here,
All right.
And
you want to lower him?
bringing him down as I do.
Okay. All right. So he's about ground level.
Yeah.
So Stormbringer, you just see emerging from the wall of fire, just an Afridi just restrained, and
Sweet.
you can definitely tell it's Charity's telekinesis spell.
Time to
And then
fuck up a demon.
I was going to say, and then you're going to
whatever
hear,
he is.
"Don't fuck with my family." And that was basically all of my movement as well. So
All right, Stormbringer.
Okay, I'm gonna close with the Afridi.
Please do.
you have advantage. Jesus.
What the hell? 11s again?
Oh.
I just rolled a bunch of 11s last turn.
Oh my goodness! I'm afraid
Um,
your 11s aren't able to penetrate
Yeah.
his thick hide.
Second attack.
Thank Christ. That's more
19?
like it.
19 definitely hits.
15 points of damage.
He's concentrating.
He is.
Oh yeah, so he needs to make a concentration whatever save.
He rolled a 12.
Against 15 points of damage, that still makes it. It's just the
I
10.
think that still makes it, yeah.
Okay. And then he needs to make a DC 17 dex save.
Disadvantage on that. He's restrained.
All right. He rolled an 11.
So he'll take 3 points of lightning damage, and I think he has to make another concentration save
Yep.
Yes.
off of 3.
Zap!
I mean, it'd be distracting, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, of course. Yeah. If he rolls below 10, I think.
Yeah. It still goes off.
That one's a 16.
Okay.
I was going to say, it doesn't have to be massive damage to proc
Yeah.
not concentration.
No, that's
So I'm going to also shout at him, "You're really rude, and I want you to focus on fighting me, okay? Because I'm the scariest, dick." And that's my...
All right. Burbage. You've just been walked through this giant, horrifying wall of fire, and you're still on the back of this guy, about 15 feet up.
Okay.
So you can do, just as a note for you, Adam, it checks where you are at the end of your turn.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you can do basically whatever, you could like dance a fucking polka up there for like 20 feet worth of movement.
Yeah.
And as long as you get away.
I'm not worried about that. And I'm thinking, like, I mean, in terms of narrative, like, I'm assuming that the Bright Fang gives him some kind of like resistance to like fire damage. If not mechanically, then like that's how he was able to be walked through and be okay until the end of his turn. Not that I have to do that kind of reasoning. Okay, I'm going to. He's 25 feet tall.
Yes.
I'm gonna
You're
climb.
hanging like just below his shoulder, basically.
How tall
I'm
are the
gonna-
roofs?
About 10, 15 feet almost. So you could hop onto the roofs pretty easily.
Oh, I had the opposite impulse.
Okay, you're fine.
I'm going to climb higher. I'm going to climb up to his head.
All right.
25 feet up.
I like it.
Do you need a roll for that?
Yeah, give me an athletics check to climb up this guy then.
Not acrobatics?
Unless your second story work.
Yeah, second
it's
story
probably-
work.
So let's do acrobatics, yeah.
And again, the one gets negated.
The one got negated. 25. That is very, very nice.
So I climb up. I'm going to try to stab him in the neck with my bright fang.
All right, I'm going to give you advantage again, being on top of this. I mean, he
How
can't
much
really
dodge
guard
can he
against
do?
you. Yeah, right.
Oh, I wanted the re-rolled 1 to end up being something great.
25?
You've rolled so many crit misses tonight. bro.
Yeah, this is insane.
You're the luckiest son of a bitch. 25 hits.
So that's 10 piercing, 7 cold.
All right.
And I. So now I'm 25 feet up.
Yeah.
I would like to. Will you let me try to shoot the Afridi with my crossbow over the wall of flame? high up.
Yes, you are just standing over it enough to see him, yeah.
Oh god, I hope this hits.
Wow.
You know what?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm going to apply my sneak attack to the giant.
Okay, good.
17.
7. All right.
And now I'll do the offhand crossbow with the walloping bolt.
Okay.
I
17.
don't understand.
It
17.
did the
17
re-roll,
hits.
but it didn't roll another die.
Gotcha.
Is all.
A 17 hits, yeah.
Oh, okay. So 2
Alright.
piercing.
2 piercing. You just graze him as he's squaring up against Stormbringer here.
And the 11 does not wallop.
Concentration check.
Concentration check, you're right. Thank you.
I want that wall to go away.
Even 2 damage. Uh, 26.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
And with the rest of my movement, oh god. Will you let fuck. Will you let me oh god.
Yeah. This
Deja-
is
de-
great.
Deja vu.
Will you let me jump over the wall of fire?
I'll let you try. I'll let you try it basically anything you want.
With an acrobatics check? Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do.
Well, the
Well-
jump is going to be technically athletics.
Yeah.
What if he said leap or somersault?
Or fly through the air with the greatest of ease.
Because it's not even like, because I'm higher than the wall of fire right now.
You're primarily
So
trying to just clear distance and then like tuck and
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah,
it's-
exactly.
It's not
I'm
a
not-
hard athletics check, but I do want to see you roll 2 ones in a row.
You've seen like 5 ones in a row from me tonight. I honestly think that it's a legitimate point that it should be acrobatics and not athletics.
Acrobatics is going to be you landing without taking a ton of damage. Yeah, you will.
Yeah,
get to that.
I
It's going to be
okay.
athletics first. Yeah.
don't even know if this is the right thing for me to fucking do right now because, but I do want to.
Don't forget he does have an opportunity attack as well.
Oh yeah.
His reaction is still there.
All right.
And
Well, how about
that
this?
might mess up a whole bunch of stuff.
How about this, Andy?
What do you got?
I am going to climb around him so that I'm still on him but away from the wall of fire.
Okay.
I'm going to climb down and like be hanging on to like one of these spikes on his shield.
Okay. Yeah. I like that.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Fuck you.
No,
Fuck this game.
As he does that, he's going to try to just slam his shield into the building next to him as his opportunity attack. I believe
How is that an
20
opportunity attack? I'm not moving out of range.
That
I'm still on
Yeah.
him.
That's
That's
not
the whole point of why I just did that.
Okay, so I'll let you not do that if you want, but
How is that? Because an opportunity.
yeah.
So I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Yes, yeah. So if you remember last time we had the conversation, we don't proc it on moving outside of someone's range.
Yeah, I remember.
Proc it on moving while.
Yeah, I fucking remember.
Uh, okay, so you
All right. Well,
could try something else if you'd like.
no, it's still pretty cool. I'm hanging onto the shield,
Okay.
and
All right. He's going
God
to.
damn it.
He's
No.
gonna Okay.
No, I'm doing the jumping plan. I want to be on the same
Okay.
side as Stormbringer. I'm
Okay.
jumping. I'm going to give you an athletics check.
All right.
Nice,
Good job.
nice.
Very nice. Athletics.
15.
All right. He's going to swipe at you as you jump from him.
Sure.
A 23 hits you.
Yeah.
That'll be 23 bludgeoning damage and 5 fire damage.
But it's a source he could see.
It is a
Yeah, I'm
source
going
you
to
can
have
see.
that.
Yeah.
So 11 and 2?
Yeah, 11 and 2. And it shoots you a little further too than as you're jumping off. He smacks you even further that direction. So then,
Okay.
give me an acrobatics check to not take much damage here. An 18's really good. Yeah, you're only gonna take this. So falling 25 feet and leaping over a wall, you're only gonna take 2 damage as you land.
Okay. Cool. That is my turn.
As you just like you're getting up off of the dust and the ground and the dirt that's been kicked up, you just see the Afridi like straining against Charity's spell. Hikari was really badly hurt on the other side of this wall, and she's now left alone with this fire giant.
Charity's there.
Well, Charity certainly is there, yeah. But Burbage, you actually hear something kind of interesting. You think you hear like a melody you used to hear when you were really, really young. Kind of a lullaby of sorts. And you look past Stormbringer, and you see your mother, who's now holding a violin, and she's taken her rapier and is using that as the bow on the violin.
Oh wow.
And she's playing this sort of long, sad song. Next to her, Avery has appeared, wielding just 2 daggers. And then further on past them, you guys see Gorge has come into the square with her 2 guard drakes. And Mrs. Kemp yells at the top of her lungs, "Charity, Hakari, leave the healing to us."
Finally.
And with that, Avery leaps into action very, very quickly, coming at the Afridi. One of the guard drakes goes in that direction, another is heading to help Hakari, and Gorge is coming around the side. Here, both Burbage and Stormbringer. Please gain 8 hit points each.
Cool.
And Hakari gain 10.
Cool.
I just want to say that Burbage's very first thought when seeing his mother come out with a violin was to be like, "Oh, fuck you, mother, doing the whole world's smallest violin just because I'm losing the fight.
Oh.
God damn it. What a bitch." And then will immediately feel really bad when he realizes what she's doing.
Hakari.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Stab at this guy.
Stab away.
Nope.
A 21 actually does hit.
Oh, 21.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
it was
look-
on 6. Sorry.
Looked like a 6,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Yeah, no.
Are you sure?
It's a 21.
Okay.
You rolled a 14.
Okay. Well, I thought it was 6. Let me get in here.
Yes.
14 damage.
Hit him.
Please bite him again, yes.
Oh.
13 can't quite get through
Okay.
his armor here. Very nice, very nice. Charity.
The blade, the spiritual weapon, is just going to slash through the air, pursuing the Ifriti.
Okay.
And it will have advantage because he is still restrained. 27.
That hits, yeah.
10 force damage.
Excellent.
Concentration.
Certainly. Concentration, he rolled a 22.
Fine. Look at you, Mr. Fancy Ifriti. He
Fancy
needs.
man. Is that better than nasty man?
Sure, he's a fancy man. He needs to make a strength check contested by my charisma.
Alright.
I did not have advantage on that, and it wouldn't matter because I rolled a 9 either way.
He rolled a 19.
On the other side of the wall, you're gonna hear, "Sorry."
And any movement?
Good boy.
As you move past the guard drake, yeah, he kind of nods at you as sparks are flying in his mouth.
Not at all disconcerting. And that's it for me.
All right, Stormbringer.
You should have run when you had the chance, because now they're all going to help us kill you. I'm going to swing at him with my durable battle axe at the Ifrit.
You don't have advantage anymore, sorry.
You don't have advantage yet.
Oh!
Crit
Another
hit!
crit
Amazing.
hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
Yes!
Oh yeah, he's blinded.
Yes!
Well, in one eye. He's blinded in one eye.
You slash across his face, and you just cut into his eye. He's got a giant scar now across his face. Please roll damage.
And remember to add another d8.
And another piece.
18 points of damage.
All right.
And then he also needs to make a DC 7. No,
no.
that was my first attack. Second attack.
On the other side of the square, you also hear Charity shout, "How's that fucking fail?"
20. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So that one will be 13 points of damage.
All right. He's below 200. Good job.
Didn't he like start at 200?
I don't know. Who knows?
You should know. And he needs to make a
I didn't think how
DC
far
17
below
dex save.
He's very far below 200.
Good.
He rolled a 3.
So he'll take 5 points of lightning damage on top of all of that.
So let me roll Constitution for those.
Oh, right. There are a lot of things there.
That's 3 separate constitutions. All of them are the d10.
A 23, an 18, and a 23.
God, what is his concentration?
His Constitution is as much as a fire giant, basically.
Ugh.
This guy,
He's a beefy boy.
he's a beefy boy. Mr. Beefy Boy. Burbage Camp.
So, wait, is Constitution the same as his concentration? I'm confused.
Concentration checks are made as a constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
They're just subclassed because some feats and abilities give you a modifier to just the concentration check.
Sure, okay. I'm going to try to shoot the Afridi with my crossbow.
Please do.
With a walloping bolt. 13.
13 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay. I will move up to him and try and attack with my right fang.
All right. Oh, God, there it is. Jesus, a crit hit with Bright Fang. I'll go ahead and, I'll roll your crit hit here.
There's a delayed wallop.
There it is.
Does that
Yeah.
happen right now?
Yeah, we'll say, he's still kind of within that square, basically.
You also haven't procced sneak attack yet?
No.
So that's Bright Fang. Why did... Oh,
The +3, yeah, so 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, the 12 is just its base then. So go ahead and do your double sneak attack.
20 and 18.
Oh my gosh.
So how much was that,
That was-
total?
That was 40 damage.
What did the cold
That was
damage?
16 plus 12 is 28. 48. 66.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because it's 12 piercing, 16 cold. And then the sneak attacks.
Which, yeah. Yeah. Well, technically, these guys are all from the elemental plane of fire. I'm making cold damage their vulnerability. So that was 32 cold damage.
Perfect.
That
So-
is an incredible amount of damage.
32 plus 12 is 44. Plus 20 is 64. Plus 18 is 82?
Yeah.
I think that's
Jesus
the
Christ.
most damage we've ever had in a game.
Yeah, that's insane. And so, like, I
Yeah.
need to imbue that with, like, basically, yeah, Burbage saw his mother and brother show up, and he saw Avery run up and attack this guy. And in this moment, like, he feels more connected with Dyfield and with his family than ever before. And he fucking packed that into his attack with the Bright Fang. Which, again, does the Bright Fang have the family crest on it, or just the cloth that it was wrapped
Just the
in?
cloth had, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Still, yeah, this was inspired by a deep connection to his hometown. Take that,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
That's amazing. Yeah, when you stabbed into it, you just see this sort of these blue lines rip across this guy. As almost his blood in his veins is freezing on him. All right. Hikari,
Mm-hmm.
this guy is going to again just keep bashing away at you. The 15 misses, but the 25 hits, I believe, for a total of 17 bludgeoning, 9 fire. So that's
21 damage total.
21 damage total.
I'm gonna feel bad about this. Was I supposed to take damage from being next to the firewall?
Nope.
Nope.
You're on the
You're
back side
other
of it.
side. Yeah,
Oh yeah, okay,
it's
perfect.
only on one side that does damage.
Awesome.
And the Afridi is he's so hurt. He's ice in his veins. He's just whipping at each of you with his scimitar.
Minus 2 to each.
Burbage. Yeah. Burbage, does a 15 hit you?
No, I've got a 16 AC.
All right. Does a 20 hit you, Stormbringer?
Yep.
All right. The 20 does 17 piercing and 7 fire.
11 total.
Thank you. I was getting there in my head. It just took a little while.
And Hikari, it is your turn.
This guy looking.
He's looking pretty hurt. Though you are looking very, very
Yeah,
hurt as well.
I know. I have 4 hit points again.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me.
Andy, where are Avery and the others in the?
Wow.
Oh
Take
my
that,
gosh.
Gilbert.
Holy
This
shit!
isn't against me.
Oh, it is.
Oh!
Holy crap. Nah, I mean, it is a fire giant.
Eat it.
No. He crit miss.
Eat it for dinner, breakfast and lunch, brunch and second breakfast, appetizers, tea time.
And he crit miss. He is absolutely terrified of you now.
That's right,
Hikari.
motherfucker.
As Hikari, you are just leaning on your sword, barely able to stand up. He kind of goes in for a final blow on you. and you just with kind of a, I just imagine this smile creeps over your face, and there's a glint off of your fang, and you just immediately slash up into him, doing an incredible amount of damage. He was not expecting this from someone so small. Charity. And Avery and them are gonna go after Charity.
Sorry. For a second, I parsed that as they're going to attack me,
Go
and I'm like,
after
No, sorry.
like, okay, unexpected. Also, bitch is gonna die. Okay. I'm loving it. I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Spiritual weapon is going to attack the Afridi.
All right.
22 to hit.
22 hits. Yeah.
14 force damage.
All right. Very nice.
I am going to... This thing, like, Hikari looks like she just straight fucked the Dreadnought shit up, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. He's stumbling, and he looks like he's about to bolt.
Yeah. So I'm going to get over here so I have a better angle on the Afridi. I'm going to overcast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
To 4th level.
Damn. Oof.
Does anyone have an inspiration they'd like to help me out with there?
Oh, are there any left?
I used mine.
Akari used hers.
What?
Shit.
I used mine.
Yep.
Oh no.
I mean, unless I got inspiration from my awesome crit hit there.
I kind of feel like we should all have inspiration
Yeah.
because we're being
Yeah.
inspirational.
I think we should too.
That
I slam dunked
luck.
a fire
It was-
giant.
You did. You did. That's true. That's true. Those are all very, very cool things. I don't know if they've gotten inspiration yet. So that might have to be a miss.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the greatest miss. Oh gosh.
Humbled?
Yeah.
What
That's just a
Charity's-
normal miss.
Charity's just humble. That's it.
Jesus
Oh, I love
Christ,
that.
man. I already start with low enough self-esteem.
Charity's just like, oh, I missed. Oh man. Oh, beans. Oh, that's crazy. All right, Stormbringer. Unless there's any movement left with. Oh, I'm sorry. Charity. After Charity goes, our friends here go. Mrs. Kemp is continuing to play as she moves a little closer. Charity, Stormbringer, and Burbage gain 5 hit points. Hikari Gorge is going to rush up to you behind you and lay her hands on your shoulders, and you just straight up get 30 hit points.
That's what I thought.
And now Stormbringer.
Okay. Great job, Burbage. That was fucking awesome. I'm gonna high five him really hard, but not hard enough to actually hurt him. And then swing at the Ifrit.
Oh, also, I feel like the wall of fire might not be up after that 80 damage.
Oh, did
Oh,
he
that's
not make
true,
his
that's true.
concentration save?
It's a
Wait,
DC
let me roll.
41.
So he
I
needs
didn't
like
roll
a
it, though.
crit, probably. I don't know what his
He rolled
thing
a
is.
16.
Okay.
The wall of fire is gone.
I was like, hold on. There was an upshot to all that damage.
No, cool.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Also, did Avery do anything on their turn?
Yeah, Avery missed. I'm sorry. On his.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Wow, okay.
Oh, no.
The gods giveth and they taketh away. I rolled a fumble.
Okay. Yeah, you try to strike at this, and this thing, even though it's hurt, slaps your axe away from the attack easily with its arm. So go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw, Stormbringer.
Oh,
no!
Oh,
which was
great,
also a 10.
fumble. So this is sweet. We'll just have lots of fumbles to balance out the crits.
Believe it or not, Stormbringer, you are terrified of this thing. It still has so much power left in it after you've just been destroying it.
Does your rage do anything with saving throws against fear? I can't remember. I know
I don't think so, but let me check.
There's some barbarian that does that, and I can't remember if it's all of them. Have never played. Sorry.
No.
But you
Got
do have
nothing with fear.
you do have a second attack. You can make it with disadvantage. I believe against this.
I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Jesus.
So even with disadvantage, I rolled a 22.
Yes, a 22 even with disadvantage. That hits.
Overcoming her fear.
It's only 8 points of damage.
All right.
That was a really terrible roll. And then it needs to make a DC 17 Dex save.
All right. You rolled a 7.
So it'll take 3 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Does it look like it's on its last legs?
I mean, it's pretty hurt. Yeah.
Like are pieces falling off of it and stuff?
I wouldn't say that.
It's made of
Oh.
meat.
Yeah. Shit. Hikari can deal with one more round with the giant, probably. Okay, so I'm gonna stay here. Okay.
She just got healed
So
a
that's
good
my
chunk.
turn.
Yeah. Burbage Kemp.
Okay. Burbage will go ahead and do. He's gonna kind of, yeah. I think he's gonna like alternate back and forth between the Bright Fang and his offhand crossbow. So he's gonna attack the fire giant with the crossbow.
Okay.
$20.
20 hits.
6 piercing.
Okay.
That still doesn't wallop.
Okay.
Really going through these walloping bolts. And I okay, Hikari's fine. I saw, who was it? Gorge? Gorge healed her? Is that right?
Yeah.
So Hikari's fine. Okay, then I think I will then attack but I can't guarantee that it'll hit. I'm gonna do my sneak attack on the giant.
Yeah.
That's another 20.
20. All right.
And now I will do my Bright Fang on the Afridi.
Well, actually, real quick, that's enough to kill the fire giant.
Oh.
With that, it turns to run from Hikari, as you just nail it in its neck, and it just slumps onto its shields, and it almost looks like it's still standing up, but you can tell it's just hanging from it where
Nice.
its arms are embedded in the shields itself.
Nice. Okay, well then I wonder if that would have affected my decision about what to do next.
Well, I think you needed the sneak attack to kill it. So
Oh, certainly, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, but I wouldn't have. I don't think I would have done the bright fang attack
Okay.
on this guy. Instead, I would have. I think I'm gonna use my cunning action to
disengage.
disengage. That way on my next turn, if he's still around, I can shoot him with my arrow and run up and do the bright fang on him next time.
Okay, cool.
Now you're thinking like a rogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Wow. All right. Hikari the giant has gone down in front of you. All that's left is this Afridi, who's looking around, and he considers for a moment trying to make some sort of escape.
Yeah, you
Charity.
better run.
Charity, you see him casting another spell.
Uh,
I don't know if that works for you, but
I'm gonna try to counter it.
okay.
So just a second. Find my spell. So if it's third or below, it's just stopped.
It is third or below. It was trying to cast gaseous form to try to escape.
Dick.
And it turns into sort of, it smiles at you, Stormbringer, like he's just about to go into mist and air and nothingness, and he kind of gets a little wispy, and then Charity just shuts it down.
Sweet.
From the other side, you just hear.
He just looks terrified, surrounded by all of you at this point.
I said,
Hikari,
don't fuck with my family.
Blue guy.
oh, the blue guy, yeah, he's a Gardrake from Gorge.
Oh,
He's-
I'm sorry.
It's friendly.
He's
It's
not a-
friendly.
He's
Yeah,
not a bad
okay.
guy.
So, I'll
You could charge at the Afridi
yeah.
or cast a spell or something, but
Nope, I'm saving my spells just in
Alright.
case you decide to pull more monsters. Okay,
okay. All right.
so I'll.
go
Oh
ahead
wait,
and
why'd you
slash.
move me over there?
Next to the Afridi. Yeah.
Who's
That's Gorge.
that's okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry,
No,
I
you're
can't see some of these. They're so small.
You're good.
Okay. Stab at him.
Stab away. Ooh, a 14 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Bite at him.
An 18 does hit, though.
Although what?
No, yeah, go
Oh,
ahead.
I thought you said all
roll
of them.
damage.
Do, do, do.
He's not immune to poison.
Good.
Hikari, please describe to me how your bite kills the Afridi.
It kills the Afridi?
It does, it kills it. But describe how you do this.
Can he just wither away to nothing?
Yeah, so you bite into him
And just, like, kinda withers.
inject your poison.
Yeah.
And this thing just, he all of a sudden looks weak for the first time ever in front of all of you. And he says, I thought I was enough.
Aw, so sad. Too bad.
And then he just crumples down. A giant black poison spot is on his shoulder. Ladies and gentlemen, you have successfully defeated all of them. Dyfield is safe.
Woo!
We are out of turn order.
As we do that, I'm going to run over and use my thaumaturgy as much as I can to limit the flames.
Okay, yeah.
And sort of, as I'm concentrating on that, be
There's
like,
a couple.
please send help.
Excellent. Yeah. Immediately, people start kind of streaming back into the square. 2 buildings have completely burned down because of that wall of fire. But mostly you saved everything else in that area.
Do I think I could wield that giant shield, one of those shields? Like, just as a shield.
It's about 4.5 feet taller than you.
Really?
Yeah, each shield.
Do I think I could wield it?
I mean, define wield.
You could build a
Like,
house out of them.
Use it as a shield? Like I'm using my
No.
normal shield, but I have Goliath strength.
Yes, I understand.
No, but do you understand? I have powerful build.
Does
So I'm one size larger when determining my carrying capacity and the weight I can push, drag, or lift.
in something that's more plausible, does the Afridi's sword look like a thing she could wield?
This is a weird specification. All of the Afridi's stuff on him entirely burns up.
I thought it was he did.
Yeah, it's weird. His body disintegrates in the flame and fire and puff of smoke, leaving behind only... Oh, wait, I'm sorry, wait. Only equipment... Yeah, actually leaving behind only equipment that the Jin was carrying or wearing. So that is a massive... It would be a great sword for you.
Is it magic?
But you believe it is some sort of magical.
Wait, isn't it?
Fuck yes, I want that. Okay, I'm gonna totally scoop that up, and I'm also gonna scoop up a shield because I'm powerfully built.
You can carry it and drag it.
It's a raft. Like, okay. Actually, Andy,
Yes.
real question.
Okay.
As I see her doing this, and these are these kind of like they sort of emitted heat from the front of them, didn't they?
They absolutely.
And they're like about 10 feet tall, or like 12 feet or so, somewhere in there. Do I feel like we could mount that on the front of our ship for ramming purposes?
Yes. Theoretically, yes, you absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, that's acceptable to me. I would prefer to wield it, but I will accept that. Give me the deets on the greatsword. What do I got here?
This greatsword is a +1 magical greatsword. That also does a D4 of fire damage. Whenever it strikes.
Sweet.
People have just poured back into the city after everything has calmed down for the most part. The golden circle that was the portal of all of this stuff has now faded away as well. People are immediately whispering that look, it's Burbage. It's Burbage Kemp. He's right there.
And do I hear this?
Yeah, and then immediately after that, someone sort of shouts, He's wielding Bright Fang! And then at this, a lot of the people just grow quiet. And it's now just a weird, somber, smoky atmosphere. Stormbringer's clouds have now started to dissipate above you. And there's a bit of light kind of shining down through those clouds, actually sort of hitting Burbage a little bit. And it appears like they're waiting for you to say something, Burbage.
Me? What? I mean,
You can always
go
tag.
away. What were you thinking for charity?
I was basically Jesus. And suddenly Stormbringer's just swinging.
I'm just testing the roll. Just ignore it.
Flinging this thing around. Whoa.
No, I'm not. I'm just testing the dice.
That was a crit miss.
So I'm gonna basically serve as your hype man here, but you can see where you take it from there, or if you just like poke Charity in the back to keep going. So I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy so that my voice is ringing out. I'm like, yes, Burbage Kemp is right here. And if he wasn't, every one of your homes would be ash. Your families would be gone. Your mayor would have fallen to this fire blight. He is here, and so this town is still here.
And at this, there's starting to, there's a clap and a cheer, and people are starting to shout, "Idge, Idge, Idge, Idge."
Um,
Out of the corner of his mouth, Cherry's gonna say, "Gotta do something about the nickname for Heroic Chance."
Burbage is like exhausted. Does it make sense that like wielding Bright Fang for the first time probably took a lot out of him?
I would imagine.
Andy?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So like he's completely exhausted. He doesn't look victorious. This is not, the last time he fought fire elementals at the Faravan. He like was self-aggrandizing. He stood up and declared it Burbage Kemp Day.
Yeah.
He's not doing that this time. He is like breathing really heavily. The fang is just like dangling at his side. He's kind of like hunched over. He's sweating. He's looking around at everybody. And they're chanting his name. It's great. He will
The chants die down, and you see your mother place the violin and the rapier on the ground, and get on one knee in front of you. And Avery then does the same, places his daggers on the ground and gets on one knee in front of you, and that motion begins to kind of spread throughout the rest of the people in the town.
I'm gonna sort of step behind Burbage and, noticing how tired he is, almost help him lift the arm that's holding Bright Fang.
Yeah, that's out. So yeah, I was going to ask what Avery and my mother were doing. So that's helpful. They're kneeling. Everybody's starting to kneel. Charity helps Burbage raise Bright Fang.
Nice.
Yeah, this is such an interesting moment because usually Burbage is so like all about like celebrating himself and his victories, but now when at a moment when he might actually deserve it, he's so overwhelmed. I don't feel like he's got any kind of victory speech, or he's not going to talk about Bright Fang. He's not going to tell the story of Arian right now. He's going to say maybe just one thing. He'll say as loudly as he can. Those demonic monsters came to kill Dyfield, but instead they died in Dyfield.
There's just
And then-
small chuckles throughout the crowd.
And even that was not one of his best.
I was gonna say,
puns.
Charity's gonna sort of nod, B minus, but
Yeah, it's solid B minus. And then he'll the Bright Fang will drop to his side again, and he is just going to walk in the direction of the mayor's estate, presuming he does not see Theodric around.
He does not. No.
He ran out of that room after getting his memories back and having felt this, flood of clarity and motivation
Yeah.
to do what he had to do, and he's done it, and now he's going back to Theodric.
So the four of you, followed slowly by Avery and Mrs. Kemp and Gorgay and the guards, are basically limping, bloodied through the smoke and the the flames of this battle in this town. As you pass by the statue of Eldon Dale, most of the statue itself is scorched black, barely recognizable. Burbage still has a tiny bit of flour in his hair that is kind of wafting behind him, and everyone is just silent and respectful as you are all moving through town. And that concludes tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons.
How did we not die?
Right? If you enjoyed this and are curious to see where the story goes, please follow us on Twitch, where we are simply Helpful Goat, or subscribe on YouTube at Helpful Goat Gaming. We are a small independent game design firm and could really use the support. If you'd like to know more about us, our streams, our company, or upcoming projects, you can visit helpfulgoat.com, follow us on Twitter at HelpfulGoat, or check out our Facebook page at Helpful Goat. Thank you so much to the cast for living. I really didn't want any of you to die. Thanks so much for listening. We immensely appreciate it. And from all of us on Goats and Dragons, we wish you an excellent evening. Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.